Willie D Live.
It's Willie D, y'all, back with another episode of information and instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. In the studio, Demetrius Johnson. Fam, y'all don't know how privileged and honored I am to do this particular episode. This episode. Man, congratulations on order. You got married on December 22nd.
Yeah.
You know, December 22nd is my sister's birthday. That's how I'll never forget that date. But you married?
Who catered?
Huh?
Who catered?
No, Nisi.
Nisha?
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild, man. But just sitting here with you, I hear people say stuff is surreal oftentimes, but this is surreal because, bro, I got to admit, I never thought I'd see you again in the free world without being in a casket.
I felt the same way.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had hope for a long time that I had to do 20 years just to come up to the role.
Yeah.
The editor. Yeah. And when I came, I had 20 years. They gave me a 3-year set out for the nature not crying. I'm like, dang, I got a life sentence for it. And they gave, after 3 years, they gave me another 3-year set out for the nation not crying. Gave me a third 3-year set out for the nation not crying. Gave me a fourth 3-year set out for the nation not crying. And they gave me a 5-year set out there that drove me crazy. So that's when I feel I was going to never get out to the penitentiary.
Yeah.
Got 18 years of set, I thought I would never get to come home. So I just,
Let me set it up for the people who don't know. So you did 38 years on a life sentence for a crime that
capital murder.
For a crime that you committed when you were 16 years old. Whoa, 16 years old. You were convicted of killing a man named William Leinert. Let me tell you what I remember about that night. Because we're from the same neighborhood. We became fast friends once we met. This night is one of the nights that, it haunts me, but at the same time, it's a night that it's a reflective moment that's reoccurring to me. You know how, I'm gonna tell you what I remember, then you pick it up from there. Oftentimes people will say, that could have been me. That could have been me. But no, man, that really could have been me, because you came to my house that night and knocked on my door and said, we finna go get some money. You wanna go? And I looked out the door and I saw all these other dudes. And I'm like, nah, that's too many. That's too many mouths, like, I don't trust that. If something go wrong, they gonna talk. And it was that thought in God is the only thing that stopped me from walking out that door. If I'd have walked out that door, I would have been right next to you, sitting in that courtroom, fighting for my future. What happened that night? Like, go all the way back to like your mood that night, like the mood that you was in, like how you was feeling that day, and what brought about the events that occurred later on that night in 1984.
Man, it was just another day, fam. We was all wild and doing our thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we decided to go to the Knoll. School finished start. They had some new leather tans I called the leather tans and a Michael Jackson shirts with no sleeve and Dominique One and Son.
Yeah.
So the tans cost $120 a piece, so I was going to get in 3 towels because I couldn't afford, getting no wardrobes and stuff. So
Now, who is Dominique?
My
for the
brother.
people? Right.
so we all first of all, when we came to your crib, we wasn't laying there to go to the Knoll. You decided you wasn't gonna come. We just started walking back down the street, went back to the Kelly Courts, and then thought, let's go to the Knoll, let's go to Northland Knoll. So we gonna go. I ain't had no tester. I carry a tester everywhere I go, fam. So I ain't had no tester, so we go to the Knoll. I ain't laying there do no wrong. We go to the Knoll and I'm buying stuff and we just enjoying ourselves like we do at Charlestown wherever we go. And the Knoll closed, so we all go inside to the Northland game room. And the doors got them screwdrivers and started breaking in the machine, taking all the quarters and shit. We left, and we go across the street to the Church Chicken. And this started years ago, so I ain't got to hold nothing back. I did a life sentence, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We go inside this Dick Neskin chick. She behind the counter. I order some food. She said, "Oh, y'all was an egress now. It's just me. They gonna get theirs in minutes." So as I'm paying $4, I got none. Y'all, everybody made their order. So I took out a book knife. I told the chick to open the cash register. I say, "Get the money and put it in your titty." And we leave till the law gets 5 minutes, so you call the law. And when they come tell us, we went that way. I said, "Don't tell them you got the money. You work too goddamn hard for these folks to be, you understand?" So she started crying. Okay. She put the money in the titties. I was telling them we went that way. So we left and went that way toward Northline, Airline. And so when we got there, went to that first filling station, went inside there, and I got a couple of new magazines. Just everybody got something. We went across the street to the duplex. We sitting down on the curb. We eating fried chicken. So across the street is literally a shotgun cafe. 3 Mexicans standing outside. We ain't paying no attention to them. We doing our thing. All of a sudden, we saw one go inside and come that guy. And I swear to God, near that Coolio video, when everybody getting out the trunk of his car, I swear to God, 30 Mexicans come out that cafe. And they hollering, I, and they getting funny noise and shit, and pointing over there. I'm like, man, I ain't familiar with the area. Even though I did out here a lot of times in Northland Law, I ain't familiar with the area. So I know if them boys come over here, ain't the 3 or 4 of us gonna go got something, and it's 30 of them, so what we gonna run to? So we waiting for a cab at this time, I been waiting for the bus. The bus don't come. We been sitting there for over an hour, fam. And I don't know how many cabs and passed, we ain't landed to get no cab. I got a thing against yellow cabs because a cab driver raising another a few months in the past, and I said some crazy stuff, and I wasn't gonna do that. I ain't had no trouble, you understand? So this night, I was then gonna catch the first thing come, bus or a cab. So a cab car waiting down. And he said, I said, we going to Fifth Ward. Now I said, hold on, man. I'm gonna give you extra money. So I threw some money inside the car in the lap. He said, now he say, when y'all go, I say, oh, no, I said, hold on, man. I'm gonna give you extra money. And he say, how many? I said, I counted as 8 of us. No, I said, oh, that's not saying, hold on, to give you extra money. He said, I get in. So we got in. 3 got in the front, 5 got in the back. I was sitting right behind. Shitty was sitting behind him. I was sitting next Shitty. Dominique was in our lap. Chili and Has the Tank was next to me on the other side. And so we started going up that little bridge, you know, and all of a sudden he made a turn. I look up, we inside the yellow cab company. He pulled up on the side of the gas thing. I'm thinking that the cab, this they get gas at too. You got gas pumps there. and it's pitch dark and talk a lot, that you can see that so many feet away, you can see a big old glass plate window with a lot of cab drivers in there sitting around this round table drinking and smoking, talking, whatever. I guess they waiting on a call. So when he pulled in, he said, all right, everybody get out. I said, get out? This ain't Fifth Ward. He said, get out or y'all going to jail. I said, go and say, everybody get out. I run around the car, I get in his face. He a big old redneck, you know what I'm saying? And so me and him start arguing. He said, get in our store lane 8 right now, y'all going to jail. I said, store lane 8? So then I see the big old dude ain't gonna back down. So I gave him the $5 deal. I said, yeah, man. So I started walking back, get around the car, so I can get inside. He said, hold on. Y'all give me 12, I'll take y'all, or y'all can walk. So I ran back around the car, and then started arguing face to face.
Now, how far is the yellow cab from Fifth Ward? The yellow cab.
We on Hayes Street. We in Fifth Ward.
Right.
But you know, we have to
how far is that walk, though?
From where? To where?
From Haley to
Kelly Court?
To the Kelly Court.
Oh, man, it's miles.
That was like, hey, is it miles?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it is miles. What's that, like 3 miles? It's about 3 miles.
It's a good way, fam.
Yeah. Okay.
Cause we go all the way down Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to turn on Lowndes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, while we arguing, these 3 men come out the building. And they stood right in front of the door they came out of. I'll never forget, it was a tall black man, a tall white man, and a short man that could have been white. I thought he was Hispanic. He could have been white too. They standing side by side. And the black man said, William, leave them damn kids alone and take them home. You always trying to mess over somebody. And he said, oh, shut up and get out of my business. Oh, shut up and stay out of my business. So I see this, when they said that, they just let the man that this dude's a clown. Mm. So I said, here, man, I gave him $4. Y'all getting the rest. They had broke in the game at the nose, so I got in the car. And you know how it was when I was young, after the car wreck, I had a bad understanding. And when I get mad, my head started hurting. Mm. So I got in the car, I sit down, I got in the head and I left. So everybody got back in the car. I drove the guy and I left. Now I got in the head laying against the back of his head. And the car drives off. I got my eyes closed the whole time. All of a sudden, somebody, I don't know if it was shitty next to me, or chili, or half tape. On the other side, somebody elbowed me in the kidney. I look up, I see, first thing I see when I look up, I see that sign saying Johnson Drive. And Hayes. I see just the whole stroll. And then I see the light. I see a pistol. I see a black $25 Matic with a white handle. You know, not the white that white. You know what I'm saying? So
the pearl handle.
Yeah, pearl handle.
Yeah.
So he got it there at the light of the car. And he looking dead and he threw the rear mirror, fam. So when he see he got my attention, he said, I heard that how you niggas in Fifth Ward like to rob and kill yellow cab drivers. I wish not get y'all so y'all get me. He looking dead at me. I'm the one he talking to. So I said, what you doing, threatening us, son? He said, no, I ain't threatening y'all. I just not got 2 kids y'all lay, and I don't mind killing them nigga. But hey, man, this is a white guy. I never had a white man calling that nigga. I never been around too many, other than state schools and boys' home. And he got a gun, I ain't got nothing. So I ain't say nothing. So when I don't say nothing, he make a right turn on Johnson and start going. I said the word to I said, look here, man, we dealing with a man. I said, tell them doors up front. I said, shit up, let's just go home. We done paid him. We usually get out the car. You know how we do it, fam. We go to the mall, I need to the concert or something. We get a ride home, jump in the cab, and start running. We ain't gonna pay him. So he got us now. He done got $12 extra. So I said, y'all just chill out this man. So everybody said, nobody saying nothing. So when he get to a interstate, he say, well, I said, keep going. I said, keep going all the way down Johnson. I went to Lorraine, up under the trash at Crawford to the lawn. I snuck a left. He made left. I snuck right when he got up under the bridge. I cleared clay. He made right going toward the Kelly Cone on the side of 59. So when we got to the Kelly Cone, I stayed in the deck. I stayed all on the other end on Greg. So it's like, I don't know if we going to the bottom or what, thing. So Chili out the blue said, we got right there to in between the last two rows of the trajects before you hit the grid. Chili said, right here. Shocked everybody. The man threw the car this way, everybody thought on me and him. And then threw the car straight, everybody thought up front. He hit the brakes. Don't let move. Wouldn't let nobody get out the car. So I'm ducking and dodging. He waving the gun back there on there. And everybody making noise and shit. So I see he ain't shot the guy way up. I said, this thing where we stay? He say, what do I say? So I slapped shit in the face. I said, this, I'm the one that didn't tell you where to go to. I didn't say stop. What to? Now at this time, I see the dude scared. And the dude hurt somebody. So while we sitting there, I'm looking across there to your hood, where the Drake Church at, I'm sitting in lane across the freeway. It's his dog right there. So I said, keep going. So he kept going. Now on his way to the bottom, we going across the freeway. I told shit, I say, look now, he next to me. He's sitting behind him, dude. I say, stop grabbing by his neck and don't let him go, shitty, till I get out the car. I say, sit in the wheel in the front. And I say, stop, grab the gun, the hand with the gun in it. Because he got the gun sitting on his lap, in his hand. I said, grab the hand with the gun, don't let it go, man. So head out the rest, I pull out the knife. I got a duck, I got a 11-inch duck knife. So, he said, well, I said, keep going. He crossed land, going to the dock. We on Netto Street. Right there down the wreck. I said, nigga left. At the first turn, he made left. I said, nigga left. At the next turn, he made left, then he stopped. And he had that big old white mansion like highs on this side. On this side, a lot of tall grass with a little daycare students there. In the front was the little duplex, a rock and Terry No stayed there. On this side was a church in the front, and in between the church and the big old mansion like highs were 3 shotgun houses. He turned and stopped in the middle of the street. He's staring at me. I'm staring at him. I got the knives ready, man. Now, I don't know if I'm going to kill the man or what. I'm terrified. I know this man gonna hurt somebody. So, he's standing, I'm standing. We stand each other for like, what seemed like forever. It probably wasn't another than a few seconds. He said, where to? I said, keep straight. He started going slow. And he going so slow, saying, I swear to God, this is scary as I had been since that car wreck. When I knew I was finna hit that thing in the wall. And so I said, right here, real calm. So he couldn't stick. So everybody shit grabbed that neck. Everybody did what they did. The car started going, finna go off the freeway. Dominique jumped out. I need shit. I jumped out. Dominique jumped out and ran around, opened the door, and took the car and tore. I say, no, Nick. I stepped inside the car, and I tell him, I say, drop the gun, man. I ain't want to kill this clown. I say, drop the gun, man. And he started arresting. It's a big old dude, fam. You know what I'm saying? Big old dude. And Frank biting his hand. They trying to get the gun. And I say, drop the gun. I asked him 3 times. I stabbed him. Boom, in his chair. Blood hitting my face and all in the windshield. The other dude started running. I say, drop it. He started fighting, man. Shit had got him by the neck. I hit him 3 times before he dropped it. When he dropped it, we took our running, man. One of the dad ass friends stayed back though and robbed and took the money that we had gave him and whatever else.
And what amount was that? Was
We-
it like $50 or something like that?
No, I don't even think it was $50.
Yeah.
We gave him 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
I heard 30,
17.
then I heard 50.
We gave him 17.
Yeah.
So that's what it was his. So we all started running down Main Street, going toward the kid, going up down the bridge. As soon as we go down the bridge, that's my house straight there. So I ran around to the back door. My son now sitting on the porch of the homegirl. I called her. Her and my son come. We run upstairs. Now I done told everybody while I was running, me and this Drown's cafe. So I go upstairs, take off the little clothes. She shocked I get a knife. And it's got big old hunks of meat on it. I said, just wash it off in the bathtub and put it up. I did that. I put on my clothes. We go to the Drown's cafe. I say, look, man, I'm letting y'all know that what happened back there, all of us can go to death row. No. Now, when we got there, one of them started trying to get, I said, hold on, where'd you get that from? I said, oh, man, that was self-defense, man. You made this shit a robbery now. I said, listen, man, all of us can go to death row, so none of you motherfuckers say nothing. I said, let me handle this shit, man. If something go down, let me handle it. All y'all just shit your knife. Don't tell nobody. Everybody admit it. So all of us going to death row, so I find out. So the next day come up, I went to school. I ain't been a weekly since September of last year. And
what day did this happen on?
this happened September 4th,
Okay.
1984, September 4th. So, matter of fact, I was 16, you was 17. We both had birthdays coming up.
Yeah.
And you was on that 9, man. You was on that 9. So the next morning I get up, I go to school. So when I get in the homeroom, the lady tell me they want to see you at the office, Demetrius. I'm like, damn, how she know me? I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been. So I go to the office. When I get to the office, the principal, Mr. White, everybody stand up. When I walk in, all the secretaries, everything behind the desk, they stood up. They called the principal, Mr. White. And when they come in, he say, Demetrius, he said, the principal say, Demetrius, say, how you know something, all right? He said, I ain't thinking that. This happened last night, late last night. So he say, look, son, he said, I taught your mama, your uncles and aunties, say, I know your whole family. He said, you ain't never gave me no trouble when you came to school. He said, I got to ask you to leave. He say, Mr. Wheat, he say, Mr. West at H.C. Carter said you can come over there, so I got you all your paperwork ready for you. I said, okay. I'm thinking, dang, how they find out that fast, right? So I get in the stuff, I go to H.C. Carter, which is old E.O. Smith. So Mr. West telling me, say, Demetrius, say, listen. He said, I ain't no judge. He said, I know your whole family. I told Mr. White, you can come here. I know your whole family. He said, I don't know what you done got into. I don't care. All I ask you is you get in trouble with any not teach to the students, let's come to me first and talk to me before you do. I said, before you do anything, I say, you got in the word. I went on in the class. Make it long story short, every morning, we go to the other day. Well, first, I see that it's in the paper, but they don't have no substance, nothing. So one day I'm going down the street, fam, and ducking trees and laws, black and white law, we called ducking trees back then. They coming down Greg by the white church. I'm in the Kenny Code going home, and they stop. And say, hey, Lil D. And I look, and they say, it'll be TDC this time, not TYC. So I shot a finger, kept on walking. That let me know, they know it's me that killed the cab driver. And I'm saying, if I go to death row, I'm gonna make the hoes kill me. I'm gonna kill them and make them kill me. I ain't going, you know what I'm saying? That's not nonsense. So I told all of my friends, look, now this was going down. I told you. This was going on, okay. Now let me go back, okay. When we left, when everybody left the Drown's Cash thing, on our way home, that's when I came to your crib. And I think I went around to your window, knocking on the window, because I know it ain't no kids need that knocking on the door at that time of night. She going out. Mm-hmm. So I knocked on the window. And when you came to the door, I told you, I said, man, come here, come out, put on your clothes. I said, you ain't gonna believe what happened. So I told you what happened. And you couldn't, so I took you. We went into the dining down past Kenny place to where the man was. They ain't found him yet.
2 blocks away.
Yeah, 2 blocks away, sitting there. And he looked at me like, damn, man, damn. So anyway, make it long story short. Anyway, so we all running together. Now you kind of hide now. You kind of hide. On time, I said, what's up, David? Ain't nothing. Do you hear? I said, I ain't heard nothing. I say, soon the hoes come together. Every time I see them, they make snarl and knock. I ain't going to TYC this time. It's going to be TDC. So I said, soon the hoes get their nuts out, get out their car, I'm going to kill them, they can kill me. So you kept saying, no, they don't do that, don't do that. Man, I ain't going to death row. So, making long story short, the boys come getting it early in the morning, before daylight. We go on the other side of town, West Houston, Southwest Houston, and hustle. So this night, the 12th, 17, and 12th, 17 and 11, we at Shortstown now. We snatching jewelry. And somebody saw it, so we all take our running. So they all start running toward Bel Air, up under the bridge. I started running across the street where the dust stop was out in the woods. I hid in the woods. And laws everywhere, you know the Shortstown security vans. And when everything calmed down, I caught a bus right there, went on home. Now I got out I couldn't catch the little names, so I caught the 80 Lounge bus. I got out there at Rawson Drugstore, right there on the Lounge and Greg. Listen, fam, I can see it now. I can see it after I got arrested. When I got out the dust, I saw a couple of the cars at the Gulf Center station across the street. I saw walking down the street. I swear to God, I didn't see no car passing on East Tech Freeway in front of my crib. And I ain't snapped. Everything seemed so strange. Ain't no that outside, past Rawson Drugstore. And so I got on, it's so late, I got on going inside the Drown's Cafe. Every time I come home late, my son and my grandmother, she ain't had no legs, so they gonna both stay up until I either call home and say ain't coming or until I come. So I always get in that something to eat. So I walk inside this Drown's Cafe. I don't see nobody nowhere. Like, it ain't hidden, but it's strange. I feel something ain't right. But I ain't thinking nothing like this. So I go inside, there's 2 old men sitting there watching TV, and they're drowned behind the counter watching TV. So, watching the news. So I order my stuff, I go inside to get some quarters, I go inside the game room playing attack band. So my stuff's ready. I grab all the stuff, I walk outside, instead of walking straight across the street where the car wash at, I got on across Greg again, then I cross Market, and I'm going down toward the Candy Coat on Greg. I ain't looking. There ain't no car tags on that freeway. So on the freeway, so ain't no car tags on that one of these streets. So when I got to the Candy Coat, instead of going straight to the highs, I turned in front of the old this Ed store. Ain't no dope fiend, no alcoholics on the corner.
It's ghost town.
It's ghost town. So I walk into the center of this side, and everybody ain't nobody outside. Everybody in their screen door or in their window saying, "Bye, Demetrius, we love you, D. Bye, Demetrius, we love you, D." I said, "Bye." I'm thinking they know. They know everything. Everybody know I'm the one who killed the cab driver that died him. Now, word is that I didn't kill and cab all around the city. You got some cabs that park their cars in the Fifth Ward area and would say they ain't gonna drive until they find out who killed the cab drivers. So, every house I pass, what it did, from the front of the kitty coat to the back where I stayed the last row. We love you, Denise. I love y'all too. Everywhere I go, somebody saying something. Ain't nobody come outside on the porch. Either in the window in the screen door. So when I get to the house, all terrain, and they all sitting around there on the bench I had in the front yard. I thought y'all got caught, we all hugged and stuff. Look, they didn't go and hide the food so the food get cold. We did get you early in the morning. I said, okay. This they doing come to get it early in the morning. So we know the law was gonna try to catch me slipping. So I go to the door digging on the holler. That's Denise, y'all let me in. Everybody come downstairs, everybody eating. I'm sitting on digging on the bed in the living room with her and Little D. Everybody sitting on the couch in the reclines, we eating. Ain't nobody saying nothing. So when we get in there, everybody hug. This same thing we do all the time. So I go upstairs. I got enough thought of that. I take the Rolex, I take it all in the jewelry on, put those in the top on that son little stereo top. I take the thought of that every night. I just put in the thought of that. I done not tell her. I said the whole gonna try to catch me while I'm asleep. I'm gonna surprise him. This night, I got the walk-in closet. I got hats all across the shelves, and I got pistols under the hats. So I take the 45, I put it on the nail, put my cap on top of it. I think I had a Panama hat on, then I put it on top of it. I get all my clothes and my shorts, I get in bed. Now D don't let his mama sleep with me. So she'll get in his little bed. He falls asleep, she'll take him in his bed, and then she get in bed with me. So when she got in bed, I was asleep. I ain't even know it. I was asleep, D was on my chest. I heard something, I heard something that I thought I was dreaming. When I opened my eye, I'm laying on my side. My bed against the wall. I'm laying on my side, and I see about three lights. I ain't got no idea they flashlights. I just see three lights right there by my face on the wall. And then the lights start popping on everywhere. I'm doing, and they moving. I'm doing this here. I hear somebody screaming. I ain't got no idea that D now, she 9 months pregnant. She's sitting in bed, they didn't start screaming. Because they didn't come in the house, running in the bed, everything. When I started to hear her scream, somebody say, Demetrius Johnson, get up out of bed. They say, Demetrius Johnson, you under arrest of 5 counts of suspicion of Captain Nutter. And I reached up on my bed. I'm not telling. And I swung hand on, I heard the guns clicking, and it scared me so bad I know God was with me. I reached up on them trying to find the gun, they could have shot me in. I jumped up and I saw one of those guns saying freeze. I jumped up clean in the bed and put my hand against the wall. I said, don't shoot, don't shoot. I was so scared that I got caught slipping and had nothing to fight with. It's okay, where the gun? Stay in the closet. Somebody jumped in the bed, handcuffed me, shocking me, slammed me down on the floor. Hitting my chin on the floor, dazed me. When I finally did get up, the law was everywhere. When they take me out of the room, I see my mama, everybody in her room. I go downstairs, my grandmother hysterical. Well, y'all taking it. Y'all didn't try to kill it. I said, no, calm down. Now, they ain't gonna kill it. I say, calm down, it's gonna be all right. I told you to stir this on. I said, it's going to be all right. As a matter of fact, I told you this story when you came to the county jail on the Rousey case. I said, it's going to be all right. I said, just come. Ain't going to kill him. I stepped outside on the porch. I got a law on holding each arm. You know, had the wheelchair around. I stepped out there on the porch. I dropped. They said, you're going to be all right. As long as you don't try that, ain't nothing going to hurt you. You got a clown right here in the grass, laying down in the grass, with a rifle pointed right up there in our face. A clown over here in the grass. And what caught me off guard, see, like everybody in the Fifth Ward, you got the SWAT wagon right there in front of the house. When you go up under the freeway to the Dotton, and on this side of the SWAT, it sounded like the whole Fifth Ward was out there. And I look this way, I see Laws on the freeway. On this side, there's that Norris Highs to Gregg Street, lying out. It was crazy, man. So I know they're going to kill them. So the media started trying to talk to me. I wouldn't answer no questions. I was in a state of shock. So they said, you're going to be all right. Just don't try to. So they took me all the way down to Gregg Street, Greg and Hal, put me in the back of a train, police car, got my son out and ran some clothes, took me down to homicide.
They took you straight to homicide, or did they take you to the substation over there by Barbara Jordan?
Took me to homicide. Matter of fact, they took me in down, and I see him put Dominique in the car. Like, damn. So he took up those. So they got Dominique in one room. On another, I said, look, man, anything y'all want to know, I'll tell y'all. Y'all got to let my brother go. Y'all let my brother, I'll take the case, anything y'all got on him, because he ain't do nothing. Y'all got to let my brother go. He said, you sure? I said, so I signed paper. Now, I don't know Dominique in the other room saying the same thing. About him being 15, they want me. They ain't on him. So he said, okay, come out and say die to your brother. So I came out. He said, that's nice and let you go. No, he said, I said, no, so I took the case. He started crying. I said, come on, you ain't got to cry. I said, I want you to go out there and go back to school, take care of Nana Dick, Nana Little D. I said, I'm all right, man. I got this. So I said, quit crying. So I said, hold your head up. He had the head up. He walked out, left the son again. He ended up getting killed in the Flamingo in 91. Anyway, I go to juvenile ward. And I ain't missed none of the other cases because I ain't doing. I just said that I did it just so they can let my brother go. But if y'all got on my brother, I'll take the case. I ain't killing him, I just don't want to kill the coat. Mm-hmm. Now all that stuff I said the night the Nana got raped on the kill, I was just talking. I was talking. Some clown raped the Nana, or did her crazy, snatched her clothes, all tried to rape her. I was out of there. Anyway, nigga, long story short, under the juvenile ward, they certified me to stand trials and do it on my birthday, December 18th, my 17th birthday, sending me to life in prison. I sent me to the county jail and sent me to Catholic Life City. That's when I saw you again. And sent me to Catholic Life in prison. And when I go to prison, when I come to county jail, Laws are beating them doors' ass and clicking on them doors, had them so scared, and y'all like, this is crazy, man. And I come, we was built, man, and I was a big kid, and I wasn't trying to hear that.
Yeah, we were on the gladiator floor, man.
Yeah, we was on the 10th floor. I wasn't trying to hear.
My tank, we was kind of a little more organized, but y'all were organized in a different kind of way. You was the leader over there. Yeah. I was running the tank on my side, and the trip part about it, we were catacombs, so I could see parts of your cell and what was going on. Y'all could see parts of mine, what was going on over here. But y'all had a damn soap party every night. They was hitting y'all up every night.
See, like I told you, Willie,
y'all was chaotic over there, bro.
I told you, I don't know how many times. Whenever you come down, I came down there. I was up on the 13th floor in the Rick. I told you, man, I'm so glad you didn't come, cause you had got good in that doxing. When you started running with me, you started doxing, and you got deep into it, and I fell away. And what really stupid, I got in that car wreck, and Boone got killed.
Yeah.
And I damn it died. You kind of whoa. I stayed in the hospital a year. And I came home in 82. You was already doxing.
Yeah, but that car wreck. Let's talk about that, man, because it seemed like when you got into the car wreck, it seemed like it jerked your self-esteem a little. Like it made you feel like, people were trying to make fun of your handicap or something like that. And it's like when that happened, it seemed like you had a point to prove. Like, nah, ain't nothing changed. I'm still, it seemed like it really brought, like, for lack of a better term, the beast out of you.
Man. I'm gonna tell you this here, man. I'm gonna tell you this here, Willie D. And don't tell them to know me like that. But I'm gonna tell you this here. That morning, you had you wouldn't run with me and Lil Ducky, and I always started rosin. You know what I'm saying?
What'd you say?
I say, when me and Lil Ducky hooked up and started rosin,
right.
you slid on that.
Yeah.
And we started stealing cars and going rosin. You're like, man, you gonna make a long story short, you was in that gym. I was having fun, man. I learned how to drive stealing cars. I had the money. It's like that before I started, like back then in the 70s, me and you were testing, and we wasn't selling flowers and cage at Sugarland, trying to make money for the family. We was at wine gardens and Denver Harbor, fixing sandwiches, eating, and we got home, we eating. Teacher know just the little D in the gang. They know Willie D, the ghetto boy. They don't know how hard we came up as kids, you understand? We came up hard, man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't had no daddy. And you might as well not have no dad either because, your dad was, he wasn't nowhere around. It was all ain't Nard and ain't Sia. Nana and your nana trying to raise us. And I heard one time that I know we don't say, no, they're not daddy. I learned from children that there ain't nowhere in the world that a woman can be a daddy to as hard as she loved. It ain't nowhere in the world. Anyway, nigga, long story short.
Yeah, I would, and don't forget your thought.
Yeah.
Stay concentrated on that thought. But I just want to really just interject real quick about that mother raising the son thing. I often say that if, my mom did the best she could, but if my daddy would have been there, I wouldn't have had a criminal record. I don't think I would even had a criminal record because we were poor. So, we was trying to get money. And we was trying to step up. You hear when you're young and you ain't got money in the family, you feel like by the time you hit 14, 15, man, you start trying to fill your daddy's shoes if your daddy not around. Because you're already protecting the house. You already the young man in the house, and you trying to make sure, you're going to step up if anybody try to violate the house. That's going to be your role is to stand up and protect. And that's what we did. And then, so now the next thing to do is, look, we got to start providing. We got to, I know we wasn't men, but you kind of feel like a man, and you feel less of a man if you're not providing, if you're not out there participating in bringing money into the household. So when even though I was boxing, I wasn't getting no money boxing. So I was boxing and then doing that other stuff. And the trip part about it, we ended up in the county jail together because after you got popped, I got popped 2 months later. Doing the same thing, it just didn't involve a robbery.
I ain't getting out the subject that we was Dominique and Ernestine and Karen and we was they daddy.
Yeah.
We the one putting money in their pocket, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't the right way. That's how we knew, man. We lived out the biggest house struggle in Texas. We see dudes dressed in silk and dudes wearing link coats in the summertime. He wanted some of that, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I remember the time, man, and we used to go to the damn grocery store and make sandwiches late at night. We hungry. And we ain't got none at home, because by the time we came home, Everybody done ate.
Or what about drinking water to stop your stomach from growling at night, just to get through the night? Drinking water.
Man, I ain't forget none of them times. When I was in prison, you had the cane so famous with the ghetto door thing. Dudes would get gathered around me, hearing the stories I tell about me and you. Man, Willie D said, hey, man, I was so proud of you, man. I'm proud of you now. Because you escaped. You escaped it, man. You was there, man. So anyway, nigga, long story short, I left home that morning. We going to steal these cars. We can go take care of our business. And I wake up. That was the day after school. School was at Friday, May the 29th. They the one. And that Saturday, May 30th, I woke up that morning. I don't know when I woke up out the coma. Weeks later, when I woke up, I thought I was dreaming, man, and I heard somebody screaming, and I can't see nothing. And when a vision started coming to me, I'm thinking I'm dreaming because it's like I'm in a funeral home or somewhere where a lot of dead people at, old folks. And when a vision started to come to me, I see an old man, so black, his hair so gray, it looked like it's blue instead of white. And then I see this lady, this nurse run inside, comes inside the room, rush inside the room, and she rush up to his dad, supposed to get there, and see why he's screaming. She run back out, and nurse started running in and tying all around that bed. I'm looking. I know I ain't dreaming now. I see my leg up and straighten the arm. I'm like, so ain't nobody saying nothing. And then a little doctor comes, a little white guy. He come there, open up. He get right here by the head. He say, how you doing? I said, all right. Our nurse start clapping. He write it down. He said, what's your name? I said, Demetrius. Every time he asked the question and I answered, they all start clapping. He said, Demetrius, he say, what you doing? I said, I talking to my granddad. He say, what y'all talking? I said, I don't know. He did all the talking. I just listened. They clapping. He writing down. He said, you know where you at? I looked around at all the nurses, and I said, hospital? He said, yeah. He wrote it down. He said, you know why you here? I just bust out crying. I knew it was dead. He said, come down. He said, you going to be all right. We didn't think you'd ever wake up. He's going to be all right. So he said, you want it? I said, can I use the telephone? So he said, yes. So I went to the telephone, and I called my girlfriend. And she couldn't believe it was me. She asked phone, hello, and it was crazy. So nigga, long story short, when our teacher come, by the time our teacher get there, the doctor told them take me around. I'm on the second floor. Take me around to the ward. You know how dental was back then. They got like 6 days. They had like 6 days on this side of the wall, 6 on this side of the wall. Room like this big. You know what I'm saying? So they took some dead inside there. I ain't had no idea that right here on this same floor, right there in that room, when my granddaddy died at in 76. So Alana come to me, she say, the doctor told me what you said. I say, what? Say, he said when you woke up, he asked what you did. So he said, you talking to Dad? I said, I was. So he asked who Daddy was. And I told her all the blood drained out the man's face. I say, why is that? She say, because I told him that, say, where you was at, it was called the intensive care room. And all of us are going there, only one at a time going there. We had to sign our name on a log and date it. So a lot of times we come, we have to get a doctor or a nurse to go in there and ask your visitor to come out so we can see the this now was up. A lot of times Daddy come out. And she say, and I guess he saw Daddy this because now Slane's that Daddy been dead since 76, it blew him away. Now here it is, you and all the friends coming up there, everybody anonymous and uncles and aunties, and everybody thought I was gonna die. Doing it, he broke his neck in the car. and he didn't dare it. And when they told him, they drove him down. Chili, he messed his face up, drove his arm and leg. Matter of fact, they let Chili out the hospital the same day I woke up out the corner. He not and stepped there, drove him to the scene. And so Reverend Ray from TAD come to see me all the time, and other people. So now that I learned that, they say I never walk again. And so I'm blown away, man. And I don't know if it was you or Tyranny. One of y'all came to see me one time and said, D, you can't talk straight? That's what you need. It was you or Tyranny, one of y'all. And y'all showing their mirror. Y'all talking aside and now like, damn. Now you ask a question, you say about the car wreck. And teacher said I wasn't never supposed to get to the life sentence because I drove it on the right side and I died it. The engine fell in my lap. They had two of the ends on my lap. I fractured my skull. I stayed in the coma 61 days. And I was a different person. But I didn't know I was a different person at the time. All y'all say, you just laugh, did you done change? And I'm thinking, did you crazy? We always call each other crazy. I'm thinking, what I'm saying? I ain't know that y'all was serious. And I got in prison, man, and I didn't come here to take no treated attention to myself. I was a monster. When I look back at it, man, when I got out the hospital a year later, I was crippled. I had a limp. I grew out the limp and cribs over the years. The whole arm that got snatched off in the car. Had the soda back on, put pins in it. I did it in 13, and grew back. And I can't play football no more. I can't box no more. And I wanted to prove that I wasn't handicapped. I was still the same D. And that's when I got, it's like drugs. People say, man, D, how you get so dangerous, man? And I said, I wasn't always like that, man. I didn't really did Tyranny them. We used to sell flowers and shit. We little kids doing kid things. By the time we got in 7th grade, graduated in Druce and NACU Innocent, we was determined we wasn't gonna go to school wearing tough skin jeans with 3-tab pants and thigh shirts for the whole year. We was gonna wear bags, Hawaiian shirt and GQ shoes. We gonna dress like Jared. And they wasn't giving that shit away. So we had to go get it. And just like anything, you start out doing small stuff, and here it is, you're a killer. Mm-hmm. You're a no-fear kid in no dangerous neighborhood in the South. And you don't realize, you think everybody loved you, but you don't realize that a lot of them that loved you, they scared of you too, they see a side of you that you can't see. You know what I'm saying? And
that's a good point. Because, see, you always was a charismatic dude. You was always a motivational type dude. You could inspire people. You could easily get people to lead, to follow you. The bad part is that you use those great attributes to do wrong, right? And, it really costs you a whole lot in your life. And, just to hear you reflect and how crystal clear your memory are about a lot of things, I still see the same Demetrius. From when you were 16, it ain't a lot changed except you got the grays. But you still that charismatic dude that even when you talk, people listen because you don't mince words and you don't waste words, right? When you think about, let's talk about this time, this sentencing, because Texas is an outlier for doling out harsh sentences to juveniles. In the state of Texas, you have juveniles have to serve, anytime a juvenile gets a life sentence, they have to serve at least 20 years.
40.
No, well, not Texas, but
Yeah,
in many states.
Yeah,
in
sweet,
many
yeah.
states, it's
Yeah,
in many
yeah.
states it's 20
Yeah,
years
yeah.
that you have to serve before you're eligible for parole. In Texas, you can be eligible for parole after 20 years, but the maximum time that you can serve is 40 years for juvenile. You served 38. Man, what was going on behind those walls that took so long for you to get out?
You know, I ain't, you know, when I went to the penitentiary with a D, I was a kid.
Yeah.
And as much of a man as we thought we was in the streets, you're in prison with dudes that's just dangerous as you are, and that had been there since before you was born.
Right. What's the worst thing you saw out there?
Well,
I mean, you actually went in and did one of the worst things that probably happened while you were in there.
Yeah. I killed somebody.
Yeah.
And the worst thing I saw, man, was, I think the worst thing is when I was on Clemens and Ferguson in the early 80s, in the mid 80s, when they was getting rid of the deer tenders, is every night with a D to hear dudes screaming and begging while somebody raped them, you know what I'm saying? And that shit used to fuck me up, man. And I done heard a lot of dudes, the raping people that I had love for, other juveniles, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And man, I went to prison with a D, and I felt I would never get out. You say I got to do 20 years, and I'm thinking I can't do 20. I thought I've been living a long time. I was 16. I thought I've been living a long time. You say I got to do 20 no years just to come up to the road. And it was then you got dudes. You go in the shower with a D, and you got had the shower. You got dudes jacking off. And hey, man, you got dudes that don't know you, never heard of you. All they can see is you a big old healthy dude, you a cute dude. They think you a tonk, or you can be they tonk. Man, it was a different world. That's why they just had an article about me, I think it was May the 23rd, May the 25th, about girls in the air that beat on. I been turning down the 9 juvenile law again. See, when I call not see right now, a juvenile for Captain Murder in Texas can only get 40 years. So when I caught that time, juveniles for Captain Murder could get life sentence. It wasn't that many that got life, that I got a Captain life sentence, and I wasn't supposed to get no life sentence, because my case is self-defense.
How many more of the guys that were in the crew that night that got popped for that case, for those charges, served a life sentence?
No, that I'm the only one got life.
You was the only one got life.
Terran and shit in Chile got 25 years.
Wasn't them Clark boys with you?
Terran and Clark got 25 years. Chile, Clarence Perkins got 25 years, and Shitty, Tony Robinson got 25 years.
Yeah.
Shitty hung himself in 88, killed himself in lockup on Micah Jr. And he couldn't do it no more. And Terran and Chile got out in January of 93, and Chile died in jail in 94. Going back to trials, he died. So Terran the only one living. I named everybody, I forgot the name, Lil Duck. Lil Duck was with us too that night. It was 8 of us.
Is that right?
Yeah, Lil Duck was with us too.
Now, that's my first time hearing that.
Yeah, Lil Duck was with us too.
Lil
Yeah,
Duck was with you.
yeah, Lil Duck. And he came to, when I was going to trial.
So Lil Duck ducked those charges.
Yeah, he came. He was just 14 years old, so they didn't want him. So he came to trial. I looked in there, I saw him anonymous sitting on the victim's side. So I asked my girl, I said, go in and ask her what is he doing here. And she went in and asked him and said, her son Lowline died in 82. The Lowline was one of their friends. And so I told her, I said, go ahead. Lowline, he was on the cleansing unit at this time. I said, go ahead and ask her. So she said, tell him they want him to testify against him. She didn't know what she was saying. So I said, go tell her. It hurt me too, man. I said, go tell her. I said, she don't get in at this courthouse and stay on our business. I'm gonna have her and him killed. I said, just like that. What you gonna say? She told them they grabbed the coat. They left. I never saw him again. It hurt me when I think of that. They didn't low down. Now the low down told her right. You know what I'm saying? They gonna try to use him to lie. You know what I'm saying? On you. So back to the temptation. And then, like I said, I was in the Tather again on the 23rd of May or something like that, because they used me as a poster dog to the juvenile thing. And then kids do some crazy shit these days. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I do not, I am totally against is the justice system sending kids to a grown up sanitation, man. Cause man, listen, man. I was crazy, but it was known this in prison. Willie D, where I was scared as hell, and I ain't no coward.
But you couldn't show no fear.
That I couldn't show no fear.
Yeah.
And I was so scared, Willie D, because I know I ain't gonna accept certain things, and the artist need to get out of this situation. I gotta kill this man. You know what I'm saying? And when I went to prison, they didn't have any laws. They got I remember this white kid got raped and beat up real bad. His auntie was one of the senators in Texas, in Austin. And boy, she started setting all kind of laws and deals. Is it rape the dude? Is it beat the police out stuff? Is it kill the dude? I mean, when I went to prison, it was barbarian to the point where whatever you did to each other, it was all right. Because the neither couldn't get inside the walls. After that kid got raped, his aunt and senator, they busted over. They started opening up segregation. And I did 7 years and 3 months in SAG. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, man, I was lost, man. I didn't become a Muslim because Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali, now, 2 guys I idolized as a kid, was Muslim. And I don't care what religion a person is. I have nothing but good things to say about religion. They all mean well. You know what I'm saying? But Islam, it wasn't for me. And
it's the people that practice them that perverse those religions,
it wasn't
right?
for me. And I just talked to a friend the other day, man. I talked to a friend yesterday, me and my wife. And my wife was turned out and she was Dr. Augustine. I told her to chill out. He was trying to explain to us how the Bible ain't real, Jesus wasn't real, ain't no such thing as God. Like, whoa, I told my wife, hold on, I say, see, that thing here, if a person to lead that, that's them. Because there was a time when I believed the same thing. I didn't believe the Bible was real. I didn't believe Jesus was real. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, and I'm stubborn, you know me, Willie D, I ain't gonna believe nothing unless it's a fact. You can't tell me nothing, you can't prove it to me. And that's how it was with this Jesus thing. All the years I was Muslim, 70 years, I kept hearing the door saying, the day I took the Shahada, I heard the door saying, you're going to be a Christian one day because I need you. You gonna be a Christian when they got just kept on saying that. So the man got through getting in the Shahada. I told him that all the Muslims around me what I had heard. He laughed and said, just the devil, brother. I felt the same way. I don't believe in no Jesus. The 7 straight years I kept hearing that voice. And one time I met this woman in Florida. We fell in love with each other. She was married. I didn't know she was married until she had fell in love. She just come see me on Micah's unit. But anyway, she told me, she said, she kept trying to convert me. Her husband was a pastor in Jacksonville, Florida. And she kept trying to convert me. I said, look, Nana, you're a Christian, I accept that. Now, that's a Christian. Don't drain it to me. I'm a Muslim, let's accept that. So she came to Houston. One time, she gonna come see me, drain Anonymous see me up there in Tennessee Colony. And but that's the time when they sent a kid, this dude out of Houston on death row.
Gary Graham.
No, not Gary Graham, was it? In 2000, no, not Gary Graham. He stuck his tongue out and had a handcuff key on his tongue. So he stopped the execution and shut down the whole system because one of the clowns called Whitney. You know,
Kathy Whitmer.
Huh?
Kathy Whitmer?
No, the other dude, the white dude.
Well,
her brother-in-law, John
Whitmer,
senator, and threatened to kill him.
Yeah.
So he shut the whole system down. Well, when her and Ananda came, they couldn't see it like that. So she heard about my life story, that childhood and stuff. She heard that you. She thought I knew Scarface and all that. I said, I just grew up with Willie. I didn't know none other guy. She heard the whole story. So she told me, she said, Daisy, she said, I know you're a Muslim. I know Muslims don't pray like Christians. Just do me a favor. Get on your knees and ask God what he wants for you. And I got on my knees, man, and asked God what it did. I say, all my life I've been told I was doing a treat. I said, what you want from me? And that voice say, you was doing a treat, not the way you thinking. I stand behind and put it. You doing a treat, your life stirred. So I got enough school teachers and preachers. Kids don't look up to them no more. They don't even look up to their own parents. And they still look at the gangster like Lil D. And they feel like a Lil D can turn a knee, they'll turn a knee. It made a lot of sense. I was a diehard Muslim. So I kept on doing that thing. One day, a few years later, I left Islam. I told God, Ramadan, in December 2022, I said, God, I'm leaving Islam because it ain't for me. I said, I learned to life, it ain't for me. I said, you've been calling me 7 years. I said, you want me to come get me. I say, I'm going to just believe in you, one God, no religion. And I left it at that. And one night I had gotten my degree from Texas A&M in horticulture. And so I told God, I say, if you let me pass this exam, let me get this degree, this diploma, I promise you, I won't do what I've been planning to do for the last 19 years. And it's sad to say, I'm to say it. You know, I had heard that how you and all the homies had came up and stuff, you know. I had heard that crack. I'm like, man, can't do that good. So I had a plan. I get out, I'm going to kill big time dope that I had been hearing about, take the dope and money back to Louisiana, let my family up there and they friends sell it. I'm going to open up chicken processing factories and hire all the toll teethers and let them work and give them $10 an hour. I don't know if you know in prison, they used to give the free tape to call the revolutionary worker. And they're talking about discrimination all around the world. Mm-hmm. How they open, how the black deal counties in Mississippi, Tennessee, Georgia, how these teethers, most of the black toll teethers, they're paying minimum wage. And then some of them are locking up in there so they can't steal no chicken. And then the taste catch on fire and all the teeth die. And heard me so bad, I said I was gonna get out, open the thing with my money, and pay that $10 an hour. That was a lot of money back then in mid-80s, right? So I passed that test. I got the degree. And I went home and I was going to Lloyd's class, and this woman, she her name is Hamilton. She was an old truck driver, white woman, good woman. She was a Christian. She came and taught our class, and her friend Vic taught the other class. Well, we waiting in class when they Vic class going on, and I'm on LS1. Vic class going on in the school high. We sitting in class waiting for her to come. It's pouring down rain outside. Dick left. This class over with. We still sitting there past 11 o'clock at night. And it's a law sign that came in and said, y'all can go back to the house and say, that bad accident up the front of the unit, that was y'all teacher. She got killed in the car wreck. Come and teach y'all. So they took half the class, gave it to Dick, and the other class they gave to the unit, chaplain. I had heard some of them things that I'm thinking, man, no chaplain can't be racist. Can't no chaplain be racist. I had heard some of them things I was Muslim. He knows Muslim. At this time or not though. So, man, he called me in there. His class is so crazy. Everything I heard, it had to. This dude was crazy. So he was shooting, his class on Thursdays. So he was shooting the land every Wednesday. And when I know it ain't gonna be no class, I sucker trying to shoot another curve off. He got in there like 3 or 4 times, tricking in there, and I couldn't leave out. When you get there, you gotta sit there and listen to him preach. So in 2003, I had 19 years in prison, and Juneteenth was on a Thursday. So Wednesday I got the thing. It was late in the evening time. It was getting dark outside, and I said, you look out the window on the run and see the church. I said, this dude trying to shoot another curve dog. I know it ain't gonna be no class because now it's Juneteenth. So I dropped it in the toilet with it, dude. And I dropped it in the toilet. I heard that voice that I told God. When I took that test, I didn't tell you that when a woman takes that and came and gives us a third exam, she was pregnant. It was 6 of us. But the man had gave us an answer sheet. Gave us 170 of the 200 answers. The question gonna be on the test. Gave us 170 of the answer. So I got an ain't. I felt bad to spend $52 for the book. And so I can study my own thing. I ain't want the book that they give us. They gonna take it back. But by the time I get the book, I got the answer. I'm like, man, I'm just sending the book home. So when the test came, we all sitting down, 6 of us. It wasn't 2 of the answers on the whole test. 2 answers out of 2. I was like, damn. So I did what I could and just say, how you think? I said, I failed. It took $50 to take the test. The $25 every time is you fail.
You get a refund?
Well, no.
From the dude that you paid the $53 to?
No, I got
to get the answers?
That's of the book. The professor gave us the answer.
Right.
So we had 10.
Okay.
He just gave us the answer, 170 the answer. So I'm the first one I took it there and say, how you think you done? I said, I know I failed. I said, I'll pay it next time. She said, no, I think you did that. I said, I know I failed. So she said, she think I did that. I think I know I failed. I ain't even do half of the test, right? So I go to the high. I get on there and I say, God, I say, all my life, I ask you things and you give it to me. I keep on doing the same thing, the same test I would. I promise you, you didn't even pass this test. No, now she just passed. Her name nigga on the pass to get this degree so bad. I promise you, I won't do what I've been planning on doing the last 19 years. Every time I go on there, they start killing adult dealers, taking me. So now, it's something trying to throw another curve out. I threw it in the toilet. I heard that try word for word. And boy, let me tell you this thing with it, dude. You know, I ain't no sucker with it, dude. You know, dudes can tell you, like I say, now training was getting me in my wife yesterday, how it ain't no Jesus, how the Bible is fake, and how God ain't no God. Let me tell you something, I ain't gonna argue with your name. Boy, you can't tell me nothing about no Jesus. You can't tell you ain't nothing your Jesus. You can't tell nothing. I love Bible, and then rewritten and this and that, and things and took out the slavery and all that. I understand all that. But God told me this. Oh, okay. When I dropped it, I threw it. I heard that trail like skin so bad. I took it out the water, shook it off, and put on a little steel toilet. And I went, I got in the nest. Man, what you want from me? He said, I want you to go to church. And I said, I ain't with that blue-eyed Jesus. He said, Jesus don't look like that. You read the Christian Jesus doing around the done. He said, I said, I ain't with that turn next cheek. And that door said, turn next cheek is the biggest misconception of the Bible. How that sound in your thought of telling you it's not to hit you here, turn left and hit you on the other side too? No, I mean, it's not to hit you and you can walk away. That's turning the next cheek. And you can't walk away, do what you got to do to defend yourself. When it's over with, don't hold no grudges. That's turning the next cheek. I gave the life to Jesus. And even though that was in 2003, things didn't start happening in my life until 12 years later in 2015, because I wasn't reading the Bible. I couldn't understand it. I was still gambling. When God told me to stop, I think I'm tripping. And then I finally stopped. Things started happening for me in 2000. I was in the faith day program on Micah's unit, and then a man dropped me $100-something diet, a study diet. I got to read it, and I had never heard of the study diet. Now a lot of the questions I had about the diet, it answered to explained to me that it couldn't be answered. And though I got so deep into the diet, I learned that being a Christian and being a believer is two different things. Hey, man, and my life just got better and better since. And my thing is, I hear these kids out here in these gangs. We was in pastors, man. We gang together to go get some money. We ain't gang together to hurt each other. And that thing is, it is what it is. And that thing is, I want to let kids know that they ain't got to run. Hey, man, you know what's sending me to the temptation with it, D? It wasn't that cab driver, that was self-defense. He had a gun, I killed with a knife. I had lawyers in the news, I didn't take the stand that I had a lawyer on let me tell you the lawyer I had. I was in juvenile ward thought first, the day I got certified as a do it. The day I started my lawyer. He came, took me in the training, dude. He came there, big old redneck, a 3-piece suit on, had Kyle boots on, like 70-something years old. First thing he said was, excuse me, oh, you the kid running around robbing the kid in white, yellow cab drivers, huh? I want you to know you're a trading door, you're going to be a bitch, and they're going to make a bitch. So then they start screaming, bitch, I can't. I beat on them, they came and got that. When I went to the county jail, Rick and Nurthy, took me to the law library and showed me how I can fire this dude and had to give him another lawyer. I didn't do it. And
Are you telling me that your own lawyer said that you was going to be a bitch and somebody bitch and get raped and all this shit? Your own lawyer told you
listen
that?
Listen to this, name. He said, oh, you the kid running around East Side robbing the kid in white, yellow cab driving. I want you to know you're a credit door. They're going to make a bitch out you. So he started screaming at each other.
This is a white lawyer saying it?
White law. Listen.
Yeah.
But this something that I want to bring up too. You know, that things ain't changed much in that case. You know, back then, a black wasn't allowed to kill no white person. I don't give a damn if you was in the right. If you ain't had no money and truly, you going to the temptation. And that's how they got in there. They held that evidence and did all. Terry Teaton was my attorney. Rockland went around Fifth Ward and got money from y'all and hired a lawyer and got hair done in our home, the state representative, got everything on top of my business. And they went inside and saw TDC, then set me off line, saying I was doing this. And I had a case. I got a penitentiary October 7th, 2022. I hadn't had a case, a dictionary case of any kind since Hurricane Katrina. What that was, 2015?
Katrina, no, that was way before
I hadn't been in trouble since Hurricane Katrina, 2005, I mean.
Yeah. Let's go back. Let's go back to the day that you was convicted and you found out you had a life sentence. What's going through your head?
You know what, Willie D? This tell me, Turners and told now none of them for their tails that Demetrius get out of prison and he got hire. He was able to hire attorney to represent a real attorney. What they did is that they gave Harris County, and they got dusted to this too, years later, like in 2012. Harris County got dusted up, the clerks getting the capital cases to their friends because the capital case drained no money. Even if they wasn't qualified to handle a capital case. Look, in my case, I had a capital murder. Capital case got to have at least 3 attorneys to defend it. How many attorneys I had? Just that one redneck. That's automatic adversary right there. That I never did have. I had the way to get back into the court. You understand? So the dude, Johnny Holmes, he came to announce on the third day of trial, he's not gonna take the Houston Yellow Cab killing. He's gonna take another murder case. And everybody, the reporters and stuff, everybody like, woo! I'm looking around like, so what? I ain't know who he was. I ain't know he was a head prosecutor. I'm like, so what? You know the nut. I found out he knew that it was self-defense and that he wasn't going to send no kid to the penitentiary for self-defense. So the guy that took the case, he was making names for himself and held back evidence, all kind of stuff. So they gave him life. They had one black on the jury, gave him life, right? And I done the trial first started. This is finna get you right here. You know, you can't drain a defendant's task, juvenile history, as a do it. He dropped out of our first case. I got charged teeth and tongue. We was all together, coming to Finnegan Park, down Dreamers in the rock and roll out of church, and the girl said, hey, her name was Kat, a kitten or something like that, say, hey, y'all want to see 2 girls take a bath together? Yeah. He ran around to the side of the house and see these 2 grown girls take a bath together, ran and run inside the house. I was looking, so the girl called police. And they got caught, I got away. I ran and sit, when the law was chasing them, I sat down in front of Dooley. They got killed in the car accident. I sat down in front of this house and took my yellow golf cap, the yellow after cap, and put it in my lap. The law was right there looking down the kid car. I heard someone say, they ain't right there, they laughing. But they come getting it. Well, the assistant prosecutor, he talking about that, and everybody just laughed like it's just a joke, you know what I'm saying? And he just went on to dilate all my rights and all that. I'm a kid, I don't know what's going on. And that's how I got at.
Are you already at this point resigned to thinking to yourself, look, I'm going to spend the rest of my life in jail. I'm ready for it if it comes. Have you already set your mind to be prepared for that?
No, I was thinking that I was going to get the case overturned. I was going to walk till it was self-defense.
Okay, so now, but you've been convicted and now you're in a juvenile facility. You spend your first few years. Did you go straight?
No, they ain't had it. I mean, when I called my case, they sent certain guys to
so they sent you straight to
They sent me straight to the county jail. And then straight to
No, I know you went to county, but I'm saying, but you, at what age were you in prison? Did they send you
17.
to prison? At 17.
Yeah.
So when you get in there, at what point?
I didn't go to the doors on.
Okay, yeah, but at what point do you kill this guy in prison? And what was the circumstances?
You know, they had deer tenders.
I'm saying, what year was that though? Like
It was 85.
So damn, the next year you killed somebody. I remember hearing about it, but I didn't know it was that close. I didn't know it was like the next year. But I do remember when I heard about it, I was like, man, they ain't never letting D out of that motherfucker. Man. And that had to make you fighting your other case, the self-defense case, even harder.
Well, It was February. It was February. It was February of '87 when I got not a T or denied, affirmed, and I still thought I was gonna go home one day. You know, I don't know when it hit me that I wasn't never gonna get at. But like I said, I came up the road, and I got a 3-year set out, and I kept getting 3-year set out 4 times, and then I got a 5-year set out. I thought, you know what I'm saying, it was over with. But everybody, my family had died, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your mom,
my grandmother,
your grandmother, your aunt,
my
yeah.
son. Some reason turned against me. Some reason, I don't know what that was all that, but it was just rocking homeboys, homegirls taking care of me, you know what I'm saying? And
you talking about Kelvin, right?
yeah. So I thought he just another thing. And I was in the car. When I was in the car on the way here, he texted me and sent me some pictures last night. They was at the fight. At him and Lil Jane and Dick Daisy. I ain't looked at them yet. They on there. Mm-hmm. But anyway, man, by the time I realized that I wasn't never gonna get out, I was already a Christian. I had been a Christian for a long time. And I changed my life around completely in 2015. And I just thought, I realized that it wasn't that need no long. I wanted to help other people so they wouldn't have to go through this kind of stuff, you know?
Right. That's why I wanted to bring you on the show, because I wanted to make sure that people understand that this is not, you know, although you are a friend, this is not about glorifying, you know, what you did or any of that. It's not about glorifying prison life. It's not about none of that. It's really a cautionary tale about, you know, how easily you can make a bad decision, like make a, you know, put yourself in a permanent situation as a result of making just a temporary bad decision.
That's like in order to tell this third is that what happened that sent me down this road. This third is that. How we grew up with normal kids, how we changed, how I changed, and how you got 12 jurors who don't know this on the man on the moon, actually judging our life, all they can go down in our past. And our past are on Rogers and this and that, TYC State School, Clear Lake Youth Village, West Data Juvenile Wars, and all this stuff. So my thing is that, yeah, they messed on me big time, violating our rights in the county jail and judicial system, but I gave them the reason.
You put yourself in that position for them to do that.
My thing is I don't want no kids.
Yeah.
Because you run around with these so-called friends that might be your friends. They're not literate. So we call dudes our friends that's really our homeboys. And it's two different things.
Yeah.
We was friends.
Yeah.
You understand? We was friends.
Yeah.
Now, a homeboy is something that's going to be out there with you, you understand, with the crazy stuff. A homeboy, he gonna be around for the season. He ain't going to be around for a reason.
No, yeah, the friend going to say, hey, man, I don't think that's a good idea, you know?
So when you wanted to go to the gym and shoot, I always had an excuse. I like running, you know what I'm saying, with my homeboys and some of my friends doing the wrong thing. What I'm saying, all that shit added up, man. And what I want to do, like they say, they trying to use, they want me to talk to schools and kids, and I want to do that. Cause I can't get a job, cause that cap and other thing looks so bad. That's for the white folks, you understand? Yeah. And they ain't trying to hire me. So my thing is that I want to help any way I can, because I'm 56 years old and not a dot need no more. had big time dreams. I want to date the nation. I want to dean. That stuff ain't on my mind. Now what I want to do is help the kids change it. Because see with us, with the people that try to talk to us, you wouldn't even listen. Because they wasn't like us. They didn't come from the world we lived in. Yeah. These dudes called themselves, they were squares. They were dressed in hand-me-down clothes. They had it out like near you to come to us that have been there and we'll listen. I can go to these kids, I can put on my shirt and show these bullet wounds and all these surgery scars, and they'll say, look at how I talk outside the night. This dude's been there. You know, you got half the fifth ward glorifying me as Lil D. But I ain't Lil D no more. I don't want to be looked up as Lil D no more. I realized that ain't what it's all about, man. I became a Christian because Jesus and his Father are forgiving gods. And when I die, I don't want to be the end for me, man. I want my spirit to go on. And so, like they say, when you die, your life ain't going to be judged on the things you had. It's going to be judged on the impact your life had on other lives. And that's what I'm all about. I want to get these kids, I want to talk to their bad ass so they can listen. I led grown men, I led tough, grown men, some older than my grandfather, in prison, and I know I can lead a kid, and like you say, in the right way.
Man, you're gonna get a lot of calls after this airs. So, but once people see this, because your story is very interesting. It's compelling, but isn't this more than just about making one mistake or two mistakes or three mistakes? This, I feel like, I think this is also about being able to handle rejection in a positive way, because I feel like that the wreck is what really set all of these events off. This is before the cab killing started and all this stuff. I'm talking about before that, when you got into that wreck, and it messed your head up a little bit, it messed your body up. It also messed up the way you think and the way you saw yourself. And, you could have looked at it like, you know what, I'm going to make the best out of this situation. But you looked at it in a different way. You was like, you looked at basically the glass is half empty. And you was like, you know what, man, I'm finna just trip out. And you started tripping. And what happens a lot of time with us is that when somebody hurt us or we end up in a bad situation or whatever, oftentimes, I've done this myself too, oftentimes we will end up hurting ourselves even more trying to process or cope with the situation at hand. We end up putting ourselves in an even worse position. For example, let's say somebody, let's say a chick cheats on you, right? That's a bad situation. She cheated on you. Now, instead of you looking at it like, you know what, well, she wasn't the right one. No way if she's gonna do something like that. Let me find somebody that's deserving of me. We decide, well, I'm gonna stalk her and I'm gonna put my hands on her and I'm gonna make her act like I need her to act. Next thing you know, you in jail, or next thing you know, you're lying on the ground, struggling for oxygen because she didn't put a hole in your head, or one of her brothers or family members then got to you, or perhaps the laws and scoop you up and put you in jail for a gang of years or whatever. So we end up exacerbating the situation by doing negative things, and putting ourselves in an even worse position. Instead of looking at it like, you know what, I'm going to use this situation as a stepping stone to become a better person.
Yeah. You hit it right on time after the car wreck. Because the car wreck, I didn't learn for a long, long time. When the Houston Chronicle first came and interviewed me in the prison in November 2021, the article came out in the Sunday, January the 8th, Color Stir newspaper, News Chronicle. And they admit that I had a teacher person memory. They said how they went to Fifth Ward, and they said that's how they knew that I had grew up the stainless teacher. I'm like, that nigga ain't stainless anyway. Talking about you and Nick and Lee and all Dr. Jordan, how I came from the community where a lot of stainless teacher came from. And they were saying how I'm a detector. And when you go back to the detector thing, you know, when I realized that I was handicapped, I did everything I could not to show it and prove that I wasn't. So what I did is that I became somebody that I wasn't. And everybody loved me. And like the Houston Chronicle say, people that knew you was a dad boy at times, they loved you because you was always there for them. I remember going to the end of the grocery truck, sitting in the grocery truck and driving back to Fifth Ward and driving through the Targs and the Kenny Coast and the bottom and throwing boxes of food off at everybody. Mm-hmm. And I remember sitting in the meat trucks. I remember being at home and Lisa Ross had their kids waking up early in the morning telling the Coca-Cola truck was at the Kenny Coast store, and I go in and take out still all the cases of cold soda waters and stuff. I remember this Claudine and Archie now calling me, telling. I remember Alita sending her kids to tell me that Chris was beating this mother, Miss Claudine, who's an alcoholic, beating her. And I just whooped his ass. She dated on killing. Same thing, Archie. Hicks and them came and say, D, Archie beating another. And she dated after killing. And that thing was everybody depending on me. And I felt good. I felt good being that dangerous dude that everybody respected. You know what I'm saying? Because all the shattered, now handicaps, it needs somebody, the no-field person in one of the no-field neighborhoods in the South. It made me feel good that everybody loved me and that they looked up to me. And so I didn't feel handicapped, but what I did, it brought out a part of me that it was a monster. Because it came times to where I need somebody that I couldn't whoop. And that thing was like, I can't be deep, man. If I can't deep in my hands, I'm coming back, you gone. And that was a bad thing, And so yeah. Hey man, I've been having headaches, migraine headaches, ever since that accident. When I went to prison, he just tried to get me help. I need to see the psychs. I never saw a psych in prison. I thought this headache shit, all the pains I had in my body and the weather change, I thought it to be normal. And like Doc said, I'm immune to pain. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was, man. The car wreck, it changed my whole life. I woke up out that coma, and I saw that I wasn't the same person, and I never did still, sticking to that. You, and quite a few people that was close to me in my childhood. When I got out of the hospital, I used to talk like this. Yeah, man. Yeah. So my mouth wouldn't twist up, and you would take my hand. And I said, man, you doing the same thing my mom do, right? And do yourself. That's what God. And when I became a Christian, I am what I am. You understand? I want kids to see this nonsense that life created, because I don't want them to go there. Because it's easy, man. It's easy, you understand? Mm-hmm. I want kids to see this nonsense that life created, cause I allowed life to do this to me, And I can't blame it on Fifth Ward, cause like you say, you got Nick and Lee, you got all kind of people that came up and made it a success. So I can't blame it on that. what I blamed it on is that making the wrong decisions, man.
But to that point, I could have easily still been where you was.
And I think,
not necessarily.
My thing that I cutting you off is that, you know things I did. Nerd ain't got no statutation.
Mm-hmm.
So things I did, they can send me back to the time of death row. And my thing is this here. Even though I thought that it was real, being real, to take somebody's life, to this or that, or hurt somebody. It don't. Hey man, you got kids. You got 3-year-old kids that are anointing a kid this a 4-year-old citizen with a gun shot it, and they know what the hell he doing. So it don't take no man to take nobody's life. Mm-hmm. It don't take no man to outpower nobody else. You understand? And ain't all of that trying to impress somebody that wants you to be somebody that you ain't.
Yeah, I could have easily, even besides like that, I could have, if I'd have just turned the left, made a left instead of that right, or if I had, if I had shown up, 5 minutes sooner or 5 minutes later, or said this word instead of that word, I could be dead or in the penitentiary myself, for a gang of years. So, man.
When you looked out the door that night and say, no, I don't feel it. I get with you. And when I came to tell you what had happened, I was like, I told you in the county jail, and I thought about a whole lot of times in prison. I told people in prison how Willie D, man, that was God, man. God, see Willie D, God got, let me tell you something I learned. I tell you, I say, if you read the Bible and you study life, you'll learn that God, his first creation, and the Bible tell you that God created Jesus Christ. He did not marry often. God created Jesus Christ. You understand? He is God's first creation. That's the Bible tell you. And God's everything he created after Jesus Christ, he created for Jesus Christ. Anyway, I say when God created the world, his first thing is he created his own personal library. Because everything he created on Jesus' own, he was going to write a book about it. Some books got one page because a lot of days live one day. Some books got a lot of pages because a lot of us grew up to be famous rappers or whatever. Live to tell a story. But in every book, on every page, is a story. It's 2 stories and it's a picture. I say it's 2 stories because in life, it ain't the 2 ways to do things. It's the right thing and the wrong thing. Ain't no accidents, ain't no coincidence in life unless we like to lead it. When every book, when I tell people, and I didn't use your name when I made something, I say, Willie D was born in November. Was it? And I was born in December, a year later. I said, when Willie D was born, when God took his book out of the shell, and when Willie D took it, when God opened that book to the first page, Willie D took his third drawer. And everything in that book, Willie D is going to go through. He got to make the right decision out of the wrong decision. So God knows the day he's going to be born, and in this book, God knows the day he's going to die. God knows how he's going to die. When I came out, to show you how tall this God is, when I was born, somewhere, the same thing, I took my third drawer, when God was in that book to the third thing, somewhere in that stern was the same stern as in Willie D's stern. Somewhere in that stern, and Willie D's stern, my mama, Seal, and Aunt Maud was close friends. Me and you, because of that, I guess, being around each other as kids, we was close friends, like brothers. And my thing is, when they was born, somewhere in they book, see, God is a totalitarian of this third we call life. And he wrote the third. You understand? We ain't no puppets. So God know what we gonna do. That's why I'm such a strong Christian. You know, and I just started cursing again when I came home, being around all my dad and all friends, which ain't no excuse. But I say to say I believe, and I am who I am. I believe that God say, see and know all things. And I didn't talk to this God. He didn't talk to me. And the God I'm talking about is the same person we say when young. So we do something say don't do, like you. Like you kept saying, damn, man. Something told me to come out the house, D, and something told me to stay. Well, that was God. We called it tripping. I said, damn, man. Something told me that. I thought I was tripping. That God's trying to lead you in the right way, but you call it tripping when he's telling you something that you don't want to do. You understand? I learned how to listen to that voice. And that's how I live. I listen to that voice. I came home, you know, all the attractive girls that wanted to be with me, that had been with me or whatever, I chose my childhood sweetheart. Because that was the one that waited for me all these years. She had been married 2 times. And the last time she waited 14 years. Just for me. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm doing now is I let go and let God. I said I learned how to let go and let God because God is a disciplinist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not religious. I'm a Christian, man. And I'm a believer, you know. And like I say, it's Christians that don't like to hear me say the Bible and then rewritten and this, that. It's the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is that, like God told me, whoever rewrote it took to say, he couldn't take out the word of God. That's why I still work. That's why the Bible is still talking about things that's happening every day to day. And I serve this God. I serve his Father, his heavenly Father too. Hey, man, it's this, hey, man. Listen, Willie D. When you called me that night, I was so glad to hear something that, like I told my wife, it's God, man. It's God. God got a calling to me. And like I say, he didn't tell me when I got on the knee that night, when that girl told me, and he said, look, I got enough school teachers and preachers. Kids don't look up to them no more. They don't even listen to their own parents, but they still look at the gangster like Lil D. They feel like a Lil D turn the knee, they can turn the knee. And that's what I didn't do. I left Islam, because the least I didn't do left Islam with me.
How do you impress upon these youngsters who watch daily videos of dudes in prison throwing talent shows and cooking and laughing and joking and being on the internet and on social media? How do you impress upon them that they don't want that life?
I told my son, he was 9 years old, last time I saw him, he said, Dad, I heard y'all having fun here. I say, who told you that, D? I say, there ain't nothing fun when somebody telling you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Even if you don't want to do it. Nothing is, man, you got the guy, hey, man, hey, man, you know what it is, Willie D? When crack came out, it was a genocide thing. That man locked so many of us up, took that dope and so many of our systems, and knocked so many real teachers down until somebody had to take over. And them same squares, them chumps, them snitches, them ditches that couldn't run with us, they got the dope, and these kids look up to it. They got dope, they got treated clothes, they got money. They look up, they think they real. And he's the one that led these kids into thinking like they think. Now, you got kids, they spend all their time playing video games. Ain't more and none of them, they gonna kick us and make us go outside. We had to go outside and play. You understand? Well, the thing is, kids being raised by nanas, that's girls they sell, they don't know what it takes to be a nana. The daddy, that's daughters they sell, don't know what it takes to be a daddy. And it's our job to reach out to them, man. Now, you got kids running around, man, doing drive-by shooting. You got kids running around disrespecting elder folks. Hey, man, I never see the love me so much in this war. I can just walking down, seeing them hanging their clothes up, and I go help them hang their clothes up. I go to the store for there, getting them the banana. Or getting them a nickel like I'm still that same little boy back in the early 70s that I accepted. it was all that love. See, the fifth wall we grew up in, ain't nobody had nothing. I know a lot of times when ain't no, I'm not have the two kids, me and Dominique, and Big Dom, and we all stayed together. It was many times when you came to our house to eat because there wasn't enough food at ain't no house. And vice versa, me and Dominique came over there, and Nana was over there because we ain't had no food to eat at our house. But that's how it was. The fifth wall we grew up in, everybody was for everybody. When a holiday like this come out, we don't just barbecue for each other. We don't everybody that can't in the neighborhood that ain't got no barbecue. It was love then. A crack came out, man. It changed. It took all love out the game. You understand? It knocked some of our people down to the lowest. And I am so happy and blessed and grateful that God allowed me to be in prison and not see that. You know what I'm saying? You got people that look like us that came from other countries and that dogged us out, dogged our people like name, took that dope hate name. Like I say, life ain't over. God waking certain people up. I thought I was gonna never get out, man. And here I am sitting down when I face one of my best childhood friends. Here I am, a different person. And I don't want to be known as Lil D the gangster because everything I did, that got me a capitalized sentence.
Having known that reality that you having thinking that you were not going to get out ever, did it ever like provoke you to cry while you were in there?
Let me tell you this, Willie D. My wife called me a cry lady. I cried last night. We were looking at Good Times, and Ned the Wino, the little boy Mike, got Ned the Wino out the ditch and brought him to the house on a day when they were trying to pass win a contest with the nicest of tournament. And so
shouts out to Good Times.
So when Ned, so when they didn't want to drain in, so Mike finally reminded his parents of they trust in Nara, even though this man is stinking whiny, they cleaned him up. And the woman that was older than the station, come to find out, that's his wife. You understand? And she said she gave them the award because they cleaned up him. And I cried. And my wife said, when I say so I start crying, I be saying, I'm not going to cry. And no matter what it is I cry, it's because I always had a big heart. And you know that, like you say, that car wreck changed me. It didn't take away my big heart, but it created something that created something needed.
Alter ego.
Yeah, it created an alter ego that got me in a lot of trouble. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when we was kids, little bitty kids, that wasn't supposed to be fighting. Little bitty kids, that young, and we was scary as hell. Bad kids chasing us all around. And then I remember growing up and kicking these same kids in the ass, or kicking dudes in the ass that was like them kids, bullying other people. You know what I'm saying?
Grown man too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But when you were in prison though, did you cry?
Yeah, I cried. I know the night. It was in 1982. It was in 2002, the year my mama died, or 2003, when Halle Berry became the first black woman to win an Oscar award. I was standing in front of TV. The day room was crowded over Ellis one. And I started crying. Everybody just got quiet. And a lot of dudes left the day room. And then later, they thought I was going to pull out knives and start going crazy. But I cried because, and I cried now because I'm all about love, you know what I'm saying? And at the point to where I can prove to you that that boxing, a killing, I had a car with these big rims on it, I had them designer clothes, I had them jewelry, whatever, don't make you no bigger than the next man. Because I ain't never had none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, not French. But my thing is, I accept the handicaps that God gave me, because when I look in the mirror, it don't let me forget what got me here.
You know what's crazy, man, is that even though you had that limp, we didn't look at you like you was handicapped.
I know, because I didn't act handicapped.
We didn't think you, even you had the slurred speech, your lip would hang. We still didn't look at you like that.
You know why?
You was just D to us.
You know why I think? You know why I think that?
Yeah.
Because when I came home, the size y'all loved me, when I came home, I never used it as a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all took out running with y'all. Even though I ran a different way. You know what I'm saying? And I know that somebody was at my house in 1984, so I caught the escape. And they said, Dick Nana, asked my grandmother who was in a wheelchair on the porch, how did D come out of all that? Talking about the courage. And my grandmother say, D was just determined. And the older I get, the more I understand that. Like I told you, I wasn't gonna come home. Then I seen dudes in prison who hadn't been through nowhere near what I've been through, walking dent all over. I was like, damn, I'm glad God gave me the strength to stay straight. You know what I'm saying? You know, and he talk about me, and I know people all the time say, you into the military? And I say, no, sir. And so, because I walk with my head up. And when I wasn't saved, And I know the little Hines, Hilton Hines. Hilton Hines. Out of Fifth Ward. He got a twin. Anyway, Hilton, you know how it is in SAG, when it gets close to the end of the day, they'll start sending you, paying you an extra tray not to go to rec, or sending you to another day room trying to get it over with. So here's over there with a TS and with a TS and the Asian Brotherhoods was. He walking around and he mad. He don't like this. I need racist dudes. He mad, so he just walk around the day room. He stopped. He heard us not talk. He heard our name, not talking about Nina. And he said, look at Nina, who was that talking in the uncle? He said, Nesson came to the door and said, yes, that's, what's up, D, your uncle? Yeah, man, then D go way back, then let D not go such. He came back and said, say, huh? He got a real day, though. I was with that sudden A6, heard these racist ass hoes talk. I said, hold on, Nick, hold on. There ain't no killers over there, ain't no hoes, man. And then why these ass I love you? I said, because I'm the real, man. I ain't doing the rec yard. And the white dudes say, Neskin, two white dudes, they say, man, D, why you couldn't be a Wood? And I say, why you couldn't be a Druther? And I say, you know what? Then say, D, why you couldn't be a Vata? I said, why you couldn't be a Druther? I said, what I know about you, I know you ain't racist. How can you love me and you don't love my people? You know, I'm pro-black. And that's what I'm saying. It's something that me all my life. Is that I always love it? Because like I say, teachers are thought of me because they know I'm going to die for them, Willie D. You know I'd die for you, Willie D. You know if push came to shove, I'm going there with you. I'm going there. It's going down. And on the other hand, Ted and Trent say, man, say, I know the last ride I was doing, I went to SAG, it was a ride, a race ride, Nesson and Demetrius. Little Nesson guy got killed. And a lot of guys came together, and said that I was the one that started the ride. And so when they came with the camera, I'm the one they see beating the dude. That's why they took the wooden benches out the system and brought the steel, because every time the ride break out, he just started breaking benches, getting in the plank to fight with. I didn't stop because I wasn't the only one beating the dude. I just didn't stop and they said, can't drop the stick. I didn't stop because I had a capitalize. I didn't give a damn. I'm thinking, man, this go down, it's going down. And that thing was, I get into, what did I get into? I'm going all the way. I ain't going to start nothing. Half of this going down.
Is that the murder charge that you caught?
Yeah, dude, I didn't get no time for it. I'm going to 5 years and 3 months and say for it. And I think what I'm trying to tell you is that the guys got together and said I was the one that started the ride. It was 36 teeth, 36 statements, right? He said, and they just shout straight and that and say, count them statements, cab driver. It's not, don't look at it, just count 'em. I count 36, say, and wasn't none of them this, because ain't no white doors on close, because he said all your teeth, all blacks, wrote them statements to get you locked up. You know what I'm saying? And
they would believe it anyway because they know you're not a follower. If you're involved in something, if you, Demetrius Johnson, is involved in something, something gangster, some gangster shit, they're gonna automatically assume that you was the leader.
This something I try to duck too. A real brother legend in our hood told Rock, he said, Rock, Lil D coming home is like Larry Hoover in the South. And I wasn't really offended. I wasn't offended at all that being compared to Larry Hoover, who I don't know much of that. But the thing that I was offended at that had the teacher that follow Larry Hoover, what they all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody in no punks. I don't want nobody out killing, ganging up and not laying and thinking this. That ain't what I come back home for. I didn't go like the Fifth Ward.
Yeah, but you know, it's a lot of people that follow Larry. I mean, I follow Larry.
No.
That's not in that.
I ain't talking about them kind of people.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the clowns you see in the cribs and on the streets doing this crazy shit.
Yeah.
That's why Larry Hoover can't get out the penitentiary.
Right.
So my thing was, I didn't come back to Fifth Ward to be looked at like the old Lil D. I come back one thing in mind, and that's to reach out and grab these kids, these boys and girls.
Redemption,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause my life ain't nothing no. All my dreams and died.
No.
You get away with that one. I'm saying to the point to where all my dreams and died. It's all that I know what God called me to do.
Well, sometimes your dreams, are forwarded to others. You forward those dreams to others, and you let them. You use your talents. You pass those talents on. You pass your lessons on to somebody else to take on a greater role in life. And so, perhaps, like you said, God then already wrote your book. He already know your path before you knew it. So, perhaps that explains it.
I think that the little I do know of that guy like Larry Hoover, when I was in prison, I said, man, I wish this dude could get out. Because this dude here, he done did the same thing I done did. He done grew up. He on another level, you understand? And the kids, they need us, man. They need it, yeah. They need us,
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's why they don't want to let them out.
That's why they won't let them out, because you got kids that's using this name in vain. They doing crazy shit all over the cities of America, and they trying to make it like this is what Larry Hoover represent, and he don't represent that. You think what I'm saying? It's like me. It was a dude named Johnny Carter. He killed a cab driver, and they called me on this one, 85, to find out if this dude was one of my followers. Because this dude got caught and said, I'm picking on the Lil D left off that, and I ain't even know this dude. A law let me out, sent him to the gym to meet the dude, and I saw him, I say, look at Drew, I say, you know me? He didn't know how I was. And that thing is, you got guys all around TDC saying they Lil D or they Lil D Saul Tightness. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man. Now, ain't need though she died, say, listen, Nathan, little boy. She say, understand that some teeth ain't gonna never let Lil D die. Some teeth gonna always run remember you as Lil D. So it's up to you to change the other teeth of 9 that don't know you. Or that's the person that go out and made you, turned you into, you know. And like you say, it took me a long, long time to realize it, that the car wreck changed my life. When I was in SAG, the sales and SAG on Ferguson, the old prisons, is 9.6. A little bit dunk bed, little bit of twin dunk beds, the toilet and the sink. Now this much room and the dunk to the wall. You understand? And I got in there, I didn't hear no noise on the run. All I heard was typewriters. He trying to get out of prison. And I walked back and forth in that cell, and I saw my whole life tags over me. I'm like, damn. And then I started seeing things saying, damn, why I do that? Damn. And then I started seeing how I became the person I became. I didn't see this thing that you saw talking about what changed me until I was in my 40s. You know?
I was going to ask you, like, at what point did you know when you were serving your bid that did you have, like, not just hope, but you knew, man, I'm getting out of here. They're going to let me out.
Well,
you probably didn't think that until you actually got out, huh? Because you had been up in that bad boy for a long time.
Yeah, when I knew I was going to get out there, when Rock came to see me and said, look, he said, the Houston Chronicle want to interview you at your third. I said, how? He said, yeah. He said,
what year is this?
This year is in 2021. He said it came to the Kennedy Courts because the city trying to tear the Kennedy Court down to widen out the highway. He say, and so the Houston Chronicles asking people about the history of the Kennedy Courts, and your name popped up, and the reporter thought that you was dead. We I was talking, and she said, somebody said something. She said, he's still living? Why is he saying he in prison? She asked me, would you agree for them to interview you, Dr. Sturd, the cab killing, the car wreck, and you did in prison all the year? So I said, yeah. When they came to interview me, because before they interviewed me, Rock went around to all y'all and got money and got to hire the lawyer. Then he started talking to the state representative. And by the time that they interviewed me, and she was saying how loved you is in Fifth Ward, and how she was amazed, she thought she didn't think you were still living, when he was talking about you, and how much you was a protector of everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I knew then, fam, I was gonna get out of prison. Because I knew that Rockhead got so many powerful people behind me. I was getting letters saying how they going to the parole door to talk to the head people straight at the time, why they didn't set me off and all this stuff. I was a juvenile. Why I had to do 20 years just to come to the parole, and I then got set out for 18 straight years after that. You know what I'm saying? For no reason. So I knew then I was gonna get out, man. I knew then I was gonna get out there.
You know, the ripple effect that murder has on society is long-standing and emotionally wrenching. What do you say to people who say, yeah, you know, I believe in second chances, but we shouldn't give this guy a second chance?
I say prayers of penitentiary necessary. I say over 70% of people at least don't belong in prison. Most of them are drug addicts, alcoholics, did, what I'm saying, under the influence. And I always said that there's something deserved to never get out of prison. When I came home, I had a few friends try to correct me. I said, man, I don't wish prison don't know about it. They had to correct me and remind me that something deserved it. You understand? And I believe that. That I don't believe that a kid, and I can tell you this from personal, I can tell you this here, that I don't believe that a kid should have to do 20 or 30 years in prison for something that he did. I don't give a damn what he did. If he's a juvenile, because I learned that kids don't think the way adults think.
That's true, man. You own the money.
Yeah. At the age of 30, didn't think I started at the age of 20. And I damn sure didn't think at the age of 50 do I start at the age of 30.
Or even 16.
16, that's the question.
Right.
That's dog daring.
Yeah.
That's dog daring. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, if I had a father, I wouldn't even been through this. None of our history, it had been rewritten. And that's why I want to be a big brother. I want to be a role model. I want to be a godfather to kids that don't have it because it means so much name.
Mm-hmm.
I understand dudes say, do you not your dad? Say, no, Nana's not dead. And I really feel like, no, Nana's not dead.
You know what, man? my mama told me that one day. I'm your mom and your dad. And I remember one day, I went to my room after she said it. I went in the room, I like, can't be my daddy because you ain't got dick. I was mad. She used to run me high with that. Yeah, I'm your mom and your dad. Yeah.
And I always do the same thing. But I learned, though, man, at the school of hard knocks in prison, man, that Anana, as lovely as she is, man, she can't be a daddy, man.
Yeah, she can't do that. She
can't be a daddy, man.
Mama's mama.
Mama's mama, man.
Mama can be a great mama, but she can't even be a good daddy.
She can't be a good daddy.
Mama can't be a bad daddy.
She can't be a bad daddy.
You know what I'm saying?
It's impossible.
It's just not. Yeah, it's just not
possible.
You know,
and my thing, man, I want to lead, like you said. You told a friend that told me. You said D, and you said on the show, man, D was a great leader, man. Even though he led us in the wrong way at times, you know. And like I said, I went to prison, and I kept trying to get him to join the gangs. I had the 5th Ward hit squad. I heard this in the 5th Ward. Then I changed. Then dudes tell me, man, I can't join the 5th Ward hit squad. I ain't on the east side. Changed the name. I changed the name to the Black Giants. And until 1998. But this dude got killed on Stars, and after I left, I had been gone since December. This is July the 4th. The federal North came and threatened the RICO law. Third thing you say, Mr. John, you say, have you ever heard of Larry Hoover and John Gotti? And I say, what they got to do with me? So well, they got a brand new prison in Colorado up underground. They'll never see daylight again. If you don't want to join them, you got to control the Black Giants. I say, sir, just like I started them, on the end. If somebody can do something that I don't know nothing of that, they can dictate my future. I'm through with it. So I gave up the gang like altogether. But the thing is that these dudes, they would have died for me because they know I would have died for them. And that thing is that I can lead. I can lead people in the right way. It ain't got to be violent. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been there. It don't take nothing to be violent. It don't take nothing for you to kill me. I need to kill you, fool. You know what I'm saying? It's all that love me, man. What I want to do is stop the kids, the young people, from going to the place that near you done been. Because I don't wish hate, man.
Do you ever feel any type of reservations about trying to reach out to the youngsters? Do you ever think that Or people going to think you're a hypocrite because you did all of that, and now you're talking about helping somebody. Why should the kids listen to you?
Well, the thing was in prison, I got a lot of guys in gangs, black and Mexicans, Hispanics, to get at. You know, some guys I got at that they teach to say you can't, it's blood in, blood out. When they start out behind them, they let them out. And some of them didn't have to get beat up, but they accepted the ass whooping to get at. You know what I'm saying? My thing is that I never led none of these dudes in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell them they're Muslim. I didn't tell them they're Christian. I told them that God, man. And I told them that I changed the whole life because I learned that there's a higher being than us, man. And that they're over, estimated they're over 400 billion planets in this solar system, Milky Way alone. And Earth is one of the smallest ones. What makes you think that it's over 400 billion and Earth is the only one with life on it? I said, you call it deja vu? You know what I'm saying? You call it dreams? I said, how you know that wasn't that dream is not of the life that we once lived? I remember hearing Tina Marie, which is one of my favorite singers, sang a song, Deja Vu. Could it be that dream that I once knew?
Beautiful song.
Deja vu. I keep remembering. I keep remembering. Deja vu. Well, my granddaddy died. And I never saw a UFO. But I believe they got UFO. I ain't never, like my friend, yesterday was trying to tell my wife and me about why ain't no God. He said, D, I don't believe nothing I can't see. And I ain't want to say nothing. But like I said, I learned that just because you don't see it, don't mean it ain't true. Let me tell you something that happened to me. Well, you know about this, how my grandfather died, how he used to come back to me, I used to run. And the day before I got locked up, or the day before I got locked up, I took little D around to the courtyard. You know, in the kid courts, they got after every 2 rows, they got a field where the kids can play in. So me and Lil D right there, that Greg Street, I got a real tough dog. I'm tossing to him. He trying to catch the dog going anyway. He trying to throw the dog to him. So I got not that. I'm sitting on the sidewalk at a bus stop in front of the Kenny Court store, and he's standing not far from me. And he threw the dog. I threw the dog one time. He's standing on the sidewalk. I threw the dog, and the dog went in the street. I said, come here, D, hold on. The dog went in the street. My son, D, is 21 months old. So I ain't throwing in the dog. It's a real tough dog. I'm just tossing it. He trying to, sometimes he catch it. Sometimes they go out. One time, I said, come here, D. The dog rolled across the street. You know how wide Greg Street is. You got 2 cars go down that way, 2 can go down that way. Not this car that parked on the east side. The car went all the way past the blacktop, all the way over there, and stopped right there under the car door. A rental car. And I said, D, I'm finna go get that dog. I took D, you know, in the middle of the field, they got a light pole. I said, D, standing right here. I'm finna go get, don't move. He's right there. So I said, go get the dog. I said, don't, he's right there. So I jogged across the street. When I reached down to grab the dog, when I raised up, guess what I saw sitting in the seat? My granddad that we had there in 76, who I had saw the day before the car wreck, and who was the first one I said I had been talking to when the doc asked me what I'd been doing. I said, I've been talking to my granddaddy. What y'all talking about? I said, I don't know, he did all the time, just listen. And I think about it, I couldn't do nothing, I was in the coma. Anyway, I'm a known killer now, so I ain't scared of dead folks. So I raised up and I saw him sitting there, he looking, he ain't starting, he's looking. And I started looking. And the car started coming other than the freeway from the bottom. I just stood. I knew my grandmother, they all sitting on the porch. My grandmother, my son, Dominique, all sitting on the porch. And I knew my grandmother, he and my grandmother saying, don't run from Ali. You heard it when you run something. He couldn't tell you something that's going to help you in your teeth one day. I said, why you can't just tell you? I asked him why you can't tell. He say he can only tell you. So I'm waiting to hear this now. I ain't saw him since the day before the accident. I been looking to see him. Looking in the hospital on the see him, didn't see him. Here you go. I get locked up the next day. Anyway, he don't say, he starts smiling. I start smiling. When he don't say nothing, and I see he ain't gonna say nothing, I walk across, I walk slow. So he don't think I'm scared. I ain't scared. I'm nervous as hell though. I'm trying to figure out where this man come from. We there in the 76 in Paradise North Funeral Home. So I get deep, and to show you how throwed off I am, my head, I get not back toward the street, so the dog ain't going, I don't know. It get dark. I took D in the arm. He walking and I say, D. Got through the, say, you know what it is in the car? He said, who, Dad? I said, it's our granddaddy. He said, our granddaddy. He said, we gonna go talk to us. I said, no, I ain't gonna talk. He said, why? You said so. I said, we ain't gonna go talk to him. Because the house, I took him out of the lap. I go in the house, get a dose something to drink. When I come back out, the car still talks there. I said, y'all know what it is with that number? They said, yeah, D said, you said that, Dad. I said, yeah. My granddad said, you talked to us, and I ain't talked to him. I told him what happened. He said, it's good. He'll talk to you next time. I got arrested that morning, never saw him again.
To this day. Man.
She say, when I got arrested, he came and told me, them, he say, I see y'all get there. I ain't coming back. Say, never came back.
He was warning you the whole time what was looming.
I ain't gonna call the name, because this door, I know this door London. We moved in with our grandparents in the Kitty Coat on our third birthday in 1970, December 18th. I'm on the left, and I drove the daddy. I know like yesterday, listen, this is my earliest memory. I woke up, my mama singing happy birthday to the leading out only. Say, get up. Now they're going to take my lady downtown to get us some shoes. I said, no, don't get me no dust or drawers. Get me some big dust shoes. Okay. So I got up. She cleaned up, took me in the kitchen. Dominique sitting there with a knife and a fork, beating on the table. We eat. We walk. That Mr. Ed new store with the washing tool I hooked on to it across the street. It wasn't that then. It was a store called ADC. You know that store? Mm-hmm. So he walked down the street where the car wash used to be at. And to the bus stop. We get on the bus take it down to the freeway, and when it turned, we stayed in the fourth highs on the corner of Greg. Me and our brother touring at the house. So I don't never know that in there that I know. We had dinner, we both touring at the house. We go downtown. They're doing a Vietnam War. Blacks, whites, Hispanics, everybody got long hair, smoking weed and standing on the corners to get a drink and stuff, protesting the Vietnam War. Now they're taking and towing their cans. This white kid, I think got some shoes, some blue suede shoes, tennis shoes, with the little front of it, the little rubber thing. So what we call white boy shoes now. So he put on, he say, get up and see how they fit. I got him, took off, run out the door. And I said, Demetrius. I just kept running. So she chased it. That was Cress's, right next door. You know the Cress's store? Downtown.
I don't remember that store.
So I'm running. And I got in the street, and I'm flying and caught me, kicking her down that shirt. So I'm slapping across the head. I'm kicking, trying to, she said, you know that neck, you gotta apologize. So the D&M there saying, at the bus saying, let the neck a little sister, he just playing, he know that. So I go back in, so I say, I wasn't gonna go, I was just seeing how fast they go. He said, how fast? I said, you don't fast. So I went home. I did my granddaddy. And he was disabled. He was a Cherokee man, he cooked and everything, fixed everything, my granddaddy worked. Now, I was a school teacher. My granddaughter worked the white folks, clean up. That's amazing. So that was the 18th, my third birthday. 7th day after my birthday is Christmas. That's when Dick Wheels first came out. All the kids got Dick Wheels. And so So I don't know if I knew you yet. I was 3 years old. So I'm the last one in line. And this kid, the first one, and he stopped in front of it. I was talking right there in front of the chili house. But chili didn't stay there at this time. I was talking right there. And he came back there and said, hey, little daughter. He say, what's your name? I say, Demetrius. I say, D. He say, D. My name's son. So he say, you want to be my friend? I say, I don't care. He said, okay, shake on it. I'm still sitting down. I shook his hand and say, you know what that means when you shake on it? I said, no, what? He say, when you shake on it, mean you guys not friends for the rest of my life. You can never change. And he's not, okay. I was his best friend ever, right? The first 2 times I went to jail, juvenile, he got caught, he snitched on it. I ain't say, it's not friend. My granddaddy say this year. He say, D, he said, little daughter, he say, if you don't leave him alone, he gonna send you to prison one day. And I said, what's prison, granddaddy? And he said, I didn't know what it was. And a couple years later, my uncle shot 2 twin brothers at the gas station behind my mama. He got 10 years. I said, granddaddy, you said I'm gonna go there? You know, my granddaddy died. After he died, my aunt, my mom, my grandmother, my aunt, my uncles, I did cousins, they don't forget. Well, daddy said that son, I know that's your daughter. He gonna see him in prison one day. And when it came time to go to trial, they had nothing, no witness, nothing on me. Self-defense. Guess what? All 3 of them signed the statement. The assistant daddy wrote it and they didn't sign it. And they called the only witness. Our best friend walked in there. The same one my granddaddy said gonna send him to prison. That's how I got sent to prison.
Man, your granddaddy was a prophet, man. Man, tell me about Aspire to Win, that program that Rosie Ruiz started.
Man, you look deep, Willie.
And by the way, shouts out to Rose. You know, she has been doing some phenomenal work since 1998. She been on her game, man. It's a reentry program that helps, you know, not black men, but just men.
10 years or more.
It helps men come back and reintegrate into society. But tell us about that.
Man, I was in prison, and Rock had, like I said, Rock was doing his thing. So Rock found out about Rosie and told him that story, and Rosie wrote in a letter. First she was going up to the parole door and everything, talking on the hand, saying, y'all letting that such and such, you know what I'm saying? I got it now, you know, so I can help him. So I didn't know what the Social Security card was until the stimulus checks came out and was getting the prisoners in 2021 and 20. I was like, damn. I couldn't get there because I ain't had no Social Security. All the people had died. So I didn't know how to, you know what I'm saying? So when I came home, TDC just kicked me out. The media attention was so hard on them. They didn't get no ID, no Social Security card, no nothing. They just kicked me out. And you saw the clothes I had on. They gave me a rope.
You had a rope for a belt.
For a belt.
How much money did you have after serving 38 years? How much money did you walk with?
They gave me $50.
$50 to start your new life.
Yeah. And when I got to the parole house, Monday, they gave me $100. So anyway, that Saturday, I went to Roses. I got out on a Friday. That Saturday, I went to Roses, and the Houston Chronicle was there with me. I left Houston and went to Conroe. Everywhere I go, the Houston Chronicle go with me. Showed them how to ride to Dust again. Took me to the public library downtown. And everything. Every time I go to a tournament, medical tournament someday there, you know what I'm saying? So Rosie, when I went there, man, it was so many teachers there that had graduated from the program, as well as teacher that was in the program at the time. Man, this little woman, Rosie, man, I call her Nana because she like another to the same thing. We all call her Nana. She like another all of us. And I didn't like that longer than anybody she ever had, you know what I'm saying? And, hey, man, this woman took me in her little car all over Houston, got my Social Security card, got in my first ID, got me everything I needed, And the only reason she didn't get in that job is because my wife took me out of Fifth Ward and dropped me out to Conroe with her, right? She an undergraduate at San Diego State. So, hey, man, I still go there. I used to go every Wednesday and Saturday. Now I go through Zoom, right? But, man, it's so special, man. They was getting, they had a thing at Willie Baptist Church in Third Ward a few months ago. Supposed to be getting that jobs, you know. So Rosa called me and my wife took me there, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get a job none of that, you know what I'm saying? I was there, you know, a thing that scare people is that Captain Nutter. They hear that, that's a wrap, you know what I'm saying?
But you know, today, I think like ex-inmates who get back into society when they come into the free world today got a much better shot at getting to the money than they did back then because
in cities like Houston. In cities like Houston. Yeah. I'm in Conroe.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but here's the thing, here's what I'm saying, is that so you got the internet, right? If you can learn how to, work that internet, it's all kinds of ways to make money on the internet with e-commerce. You just have to put in a little work, and it's it takes very, very little investment to start, with a online store or something like that. It's certain ways that you can make money. Now, obviously, you're going to have to get your social media game popping because you're going to have to get people to see the product, and also you're going to have to probably get you some Facebook ads or something like that, but it doesn't take as much. Now I know you got to have some seed money, but it's you don't. There's a lot more opportunities out there. Maybe and that's if you want to go that route. Conroe, I get it, man. It's not as easy as it sounds because Conroe ain't Houston, even though it's right down the street. What happened?
I had a job. Working at Custom Pipe and Fabrication Incorporated. They was real good to the name, real nice to me. And I got a job the same day I went there to do the application. They sent me to the clinic. I took the physical and all that. I got the job. In the beginning of December. And I caught pneumonia the night I caught pneumonia at the job. Working out I didn't pouring down raining. I got to go from where I'm working at to the deals and to use the restrooms. I'm soaking wet. I was making $14 an hour as a painter. I was doing more than painters, that was a high for. And so the night we got married, my wife rushed called the ambulance. They rushed to St. Luke's in the Woodlands. Diagnosed me with pneumonia. Then they found out that the right valve leading blood to my heart is busted and it's leaking blood. So I got to have that as a tab. So I had been out of dress and all that stuff. And in the Houston Chronicle article, Sunday, January the 9th, 2023, they talk about how. Matter of fact, did you see did I send you the thing online? The thing.
What thing?
They talk about how when I walked out of prison.
Oh man, I couldn't even get on that link.
You couldn't?
Nah.
Talk about how I sent it to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
It talked about how
the link was
when I walked out of prison, it was 4 of us. Early that morning, they left by 10 o'clock that morning. I didn't leave till like 5 something in the evening. When I got out there, the news, Houston Chronicle, I was out there, the Twitters and stuff. And when I walked down this long sidewalk, really deep, on the trails and around the 3 to the front gate, by the parking lot, the sidewalk was mad ass about 50 yards long. And when I found it, I was like, shit. I thought I was excited because I was really getting that. So when I got there, the Houston Chronicle told us, say, why are you dreaming? So I say, I'm out of dress. I say, I just got out of drunk and I walked out the door, right? So they think it's a panic attack. You know what I'm saying? So but it never left. So my wife, a couple weeks later, my wife rushed me to Herndon Hospital, and they diagnosed me saying I had bronchitis. I ain't stayed up there a couple hours. They taken to the medication across the street. It never went away. Again, this medication, 5 days of steroids, it never went away. So then I got the job. I moved to the country. I got the job, and so I called them and I said, "Look, I'm in the hospital." Such and such said, "Okay, well wishes. Let us know when you come home." I said, "Okay." So when I got out on the 29th, 7 days later, the doctor said I can't go to work again until I see a cardiologist. So my wife texted them the letter from the doctor, and she called and asked that I get short-term disability until I start working again. So the HR woman told he ain't did that long to get on short-term. I said, okay. So I'm going stuff back and forth to the hospital trying to find out what this is. So I ended up getting admitted into dental. They kicked me out, politely kicked me out of the Willies, St. Louis, because I ain't had no insurance. So I got a gold card and all that. So I went to dental. They diagnosed me with asthma. So I got out. I was able to work out and all that stuff again. So my wife called the job, and they told her he didn't terminate him. She said, why? I said, we putting on 12 weeks standing leave, and he didn't show that 12 weeks. My wife said, I asked you for the short-term disability. What a 12 weeks a check said. So the HR woman got snarling and saying, he must got a secret account. I ain't supposed to talk to you anyway. I have to talk to him. I said, okay. So I tried to call. She would never answer my calls, right? So my wife went to the EEOC, and they found now they want to do mediation and all that, you know what I'm saying? So, but now, I went to 2 jaws tip. But on that phone, I get all kind of jaws that's altered today, and I send out for them, nothing happens. So the man at the EOC saying he hoped that ain't them till I no bad word on it, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, nigga, long story short, I got jaws authors if I was in Houston. But we ain't gonna get back to Houston till like October until they take the mannitol, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, so, say less. I got some resources. I'm gonna use my resources. We're gonna communicate after this, man.
Okay.
But I did want to ask you this question about how things have changed. I know it's got to be like totally like mind blowing to see all of the changes in the city and people that you know, right? Because when you went in, we were kids, man. We were teenagers, and now, yeah, we grandpas and shit, you know, like, and then a lot of us are gone now. We're not here at all. You know, a lot of people, and I ain't talking about just getting killed. A lot of people just died in, you know, illnesses and things of that nature. But what with all of these changes, you have to make a lot of adjustments. What's one of the adjustments that you have made that the things that you had to get used to that has been most mind-boggling?
Well, like I say, like if you look on, when you see the color stirring of the January article, it got me downtown looking at the Tower of Business. You know, I was in the world downtown was a ghost town. I'm like, I'm blown away now. It's like for the first 2 months I was at, it was like I was on another planet. And the thing that blew me away the most when I got back to Fifth Ward and found out they got white folks and Hispanic folks in Fifth Ward, like
barking dogs.
I felt so good. I felt like that's where it should have always been. Instead of being segregated, we should have always had a chance even if we didn't want to live with each other, have the chance to live with other races. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that blew me away the most that, like I said, I was just 16 years old with it, D. When I left, I had a nana, I had a grandnana. You know, they feed me. You know what I'm saying? And now I come home, everybody dead, and I ain't got nobody. You know what I'm saying? The child, childhood friends, who got lives of their own, who got wives and families and kids. You know what I'm saying? And I think the biggest thing that got me is that I had to really, for the first time in my life, even though I was taking care of my family and doing things so our life be better, I still wasn't the one paying the deals. I wasn't the one that had to take the deals, that made sure the deals to take. I was getting money to them. They, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I had to, when I was in prison, you know, you ain't no man. The laws tell you what to do, when to do, and how to do it. So everything is free in prison. So I came, he had to realize, it hit me that I had to deal and do it. I couldn't just call myself a man under the way. Ain't that again nothing in the way. You want to need all these things, ain't that again in the way. I had to realize that it was a big change from leaving and then living up under somebody else's roof and now coming back and like, you're on your own.
And when you did get out, I know you get the initial rush of people wanting to see you. Everybody's happy that you're out, and people, you know, buying you clothes, giving you some money. Everybody got a little startup package for you, you know. And then after a while, it's like after you make your rounds to everybody, see everybody a couple of times, it's like, okay, now
after that second week,
hey man, you got to go for self now. You know, it's like, because after a while, like even that person that you're living with, it starts looking at you like, damn, I'm going to work, I'm out here working,
that's
come
the way
home,
it was.
and this
that's
dude
why
is just
I ended
laying
up
up sucking up air.
because, you know, because the guy I was living with, he loved it. But all the attention I was getting, I got clothes today, nothing in the world, I ain't even tried on shoes. I got Jordans, I got all kinds of shoes. I ain't even tried on yet because I got another tone. I can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But he could lower the weight. He loved like a big brother. He let me come to his house with him and his woman. But he didn't want me to go to Demetrius. You come to here. But all the attention I was getting, it just lowered away, man, and it didn't ruin our relationship, but it affected it. You know, and to the point where I had to leave and go out with my, you know, and marry my wife. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't take care of paying all the bills, and we didn't fall in that because every time I want to come to Houston and do something, it's like she don't want me in Houston. You know what I'm saying? She feel that I come here, she just feel me coming to this Houston because she's scared of Houston now. It done changed so much, all the killings on the news. So we gonna move to Spring later this year, right? And I feel like she holding me back, and this ain't no knock on her. I love my wife, and I feel like she holding me back because she don't want me in Houston, and all the opportunities that I can get is in Houston. You know what I'm saying? I'm like in the Twilight Zone. I'm like in the deep woods in the Florida country I'm in. You know what I'm saying? And all the hospital partners, I couldn't go to them as a now because she had been sick. You know what I'm saying? And even since she did that, and before she went in the hospital, she stayed 17 days. Before she went in, it's like when it's time to go somewhere, she ain't feeling good. And I ain't got no driver's license at times, so I can't drive her Benz. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, man. And, you know, and it's like, but then you talking about this morning. I ain't feel like it had to go there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you could have said this. You could have said this last night when Willie D called.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But let me say something, bro. Like that woman you married her because you trust her.
Yeah.
You married her because also you married her because you respect her viewpoints. You respect her opinions. And I know that, me not being there, and I don't know everything, all the situation or whatever, but I do know that women who love you do have your best interest, but it's sometimes, they play it safe. Women just the way they're wired. They play it safe, And sometimes we can't respect that as men because, like especially from what type of dudes we are, like we go getters. We like go get it. It ain't happening fast enough. We got to go get it. And so I just want you to be just be cognizant of that. Just keep that in mind because, like I said, I've been there myself, bro. And I had to fall back. And when I look back at, my own personal situation, and I look back at some of the things that I did and my kid's mother, cautioned me about, she was right, bro. She was right, So, but I would say this, man, and you already heard this and you know this, but I'm going to say it for the benefit of those who don't. Catch in. Don't try to catch up.
Well, ain't nothing dangerous. I know that.
Catch in. Because I'm telling you, bro, like, as you can see, like, we be trying to catch up. We end up getting caught up. And then all this stuff that we say we was hustling for, trying to get it for, we don't get to do that anyway because now somebody else got to raise our kids. Some other man got to raise our kids. We don't have our woman. Now we lying somewhere maimed, we dead, or we in prison for a gang of years, and we can't do nothing because I'm sure as you experience, you can't raise babies from the pen. You can try, but all of that looking through that glass and that kid on the other side knowing you ain't coming out no time soon, you can't touch them, and you like, you better listen to your mama. What I tell you do. I've been to prison before and heard people talk like that, like dudes on the other side of that glass, trying to tell their kids what they better do and what they're not gonna do or whatever, and the kid be like, yes sir, yeah, and be like, the minute they leave, they right back to the same thing. So, man, this has been, this has been a beautiful time for me just to sit here and conversate with you like this. I've done a few hundred of these, and this is one of my favorites, man. This is top, And I really do appreciate you taking time to sit down and share your story, but also share your wisdom, man. And like I said before, you're going to get a lot of calls after this. People, they need the people who have walked those roads, the people who have lived it. And it's sad that we had to go through some of the things we went through. It's sad that you had to experience that to have to be able to tell a story like this, but people are going to trust it because they know that you're authentic. So going forward, are you on social media at all? How do people reach you?
Well, you need social media just like
are
email?
You on Instagram, email? You got what's your email?
I got email.
Are you willing to put your email out there if somebody want to reach out to you? Okay, how do they do that?
JohnSonDimitrius 99090 @gmail.com. Johnson Demetrius 90 at gmail.com.
Okay. John Demetrius 90.
Johnson.
You say Johnson? Johnson
Yeah.
Demetrius
Yeah.
90 at gmail.com. Y'all reach out, fam, if y'all need to contact my man here. And, hopefully, I know we're going to reach somebody with this. Somebody going to take this. Somebody, you got the guys, some are going to be hard-headed and they think they smarter than everybody else and somehow they going to beat the odds and, they special. But somebody else is going to hear this and they're going to learn, from the mistakes that you made. And that's how you do it anyway, because people often say that a smart man learns from his mistakes, a wise man learns from others, the mistakes of others, and that's real. Thank you for coming on the show, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Demetrius Johnson, no more talk.